Do you have to kill anyone? You could just kill Ugi.
Let's just start doing rapid fire loot then.
Where are we doing?
I'll just kill Pharelsius, Shane, and Aurochs.
Oh yeah, we still need to do a Lonnie stuff. So yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A runny.
I can go Shaw.
Did you get any emergence credit?
I got 1.
You got 1. Okay, so basically, get to level. Do you have skill damage gear?
Yeah, I do.
Make sure you get skill damage gear. Like a bolas would be amazing.
Don't have that one.
So just stack skill damage and we'll get to you. We'll swap to get emergence. Then we'll do that thing every time. And maybe Laurel, maybe Natsu won't actually jump out half the time.
That's because I was doing things. All right. I was so focused on Benedict. See, like the skins, like this skin on Atticus, like the dark is okay, but the green, his arm is just entirely green. It's ugly. It's like, oh, he's all purple. He's all pink.
That's why I like the decorated warrior. It's got the gold. It does it.
The accents on it are
perfect. That one does really well too. The one you just done.
Yeah, both of those are the Atticus skins, and they both have the same like accent changes, but the actual colors. Oh, it didn't change back. Interesting. It's still on decorated warrior.
Whoa.
I swapped to the other one.
It shows me with you having black and red skin.
I swapped to the blue one first.
We have 2 Atticuses.
Oh wait, no, I am the blue one. Okay.
Yeah. It's like Lars is playing Atticus too, so.
Yeah.
Fight.
Hey Lars, you want to race?
The first team to reach 1,000 points.
He's staying in spawn.
You guys have F1 over there. All we have is NASCAR.
It's actually Formula 1.
Yeah, F1.
Why did you do that, Lars?
Bam.
Collector A secured.
Dude, like seriously, like.
Oh come on, it's 10 seconds.
Collector B secured.
I was actually a little bit more than that, but whatever.
Dwarf says, "You're welcome."
Collector C
okay, Maui.
secured.
Yep, that's Dwarf. He's short and stocky.
Hey, that's the Atticus skin I always use.
Except Maui isn't short. Maui's like crazy tall.
But he's stocky, so.
Collector C secured. Collector C lost.
Getting stacks. There we go.
Collector C secured.
Oh,
Atticus with the Walmart crosshairs.
Welcome to Walmart, and welcome my fits.
Collector C lost.
Got emergence.
Alright. Drop it on front in the middle.
With hides.
Alright.
Emergence all over
Collector
us.
C secured.
Roa's rage!
That tickles.
Yeah, I think getting to a higher level probably pretty
Collector
useful.
C lost.
I need like 100 shards for that skill damage gear.
Go collect them real quick. Go kill if you want to. Go kill the Varelsi to level up.
Oh.
Crown looks. Oh yeah, that does look weird on Wrath because you see his head through the crown.
Wait, really?
From the side. Look at it from the side. And
it's even worse with the
There we go, got it.
So it looks awful.
Zero skin.
Let's go back.
Kill the other one. Kill the other one. You want to level up as much as possible. Because the higher level you are, the more damage you'll do per emergence.
Emotionally prepared for that.
Okay, here we go. Just need to level up.
steal the point.
So everybody group up over here on me. Everybody on Keecher. And then can you throw emergence on us?
Collector C lost.
Heed his wrath.
don't use Riptide whenever we're actually in the middle of emergency because you'll knock us out of it.
I'll use it afterwards. I got level 7, by the way.
Yeah, now you should go with the flow. You
Yeah,
can
just shoot
attacking.
me.
Line up, got Riptide.
Wow, I'm sure I can, probably fix that.
Here.
Collector C secured.
The right shot is worth
Got
waiting
emergence
for.
again.
Where do we go?
Right
Just
in the
stay
middle.
on the point.
You have
It's
been
easy.
chosen.
I think that one counts. Wait, Riptide.
Oh no! I didn't hear
actually
about
died.
Riptide.
Don't do it too much because I still have to heal everyone.
10 seconds.
Ah, no, I won't get it. I won't get it. No.
You won't get what?
That one might have counted. That Riptide.
Oof. We need more fun and interesting Battleborn conversation.
El Dragon Day.
El Drago!
Oh, jeez. Why do I always have these weird ideas? I just thought, well, Battleborn was one of the Spanish soccer announcers. Goal! Shut up, dragon. Oh.
I mean, he does kind of play soccer with his crowd,
Yeah.
so it fits.
If
Sorry,
it
you mean
fits, I
football,
sits.
right?
Yeah, I meant that. I mean, whatever.
Football.
Ah, football.
This will be my last one.
All right.
It's like 2 a.m. here.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. So what?
Yeah, Lars is
night,
2 a.m.
Battleborn.
2:15.
Late night,
nice,
Battleborn.
nice brown skin and
I
blue.
need to. I also need to go in like around a half hour because I'm going out to dinner. Sorry.
Well, actually, I would not mind taking a dinner break. So.
Me too.
I'll probably be back later. I just didn't know if it'd be too late for wherever, because everyone else is like 2 hours ahead of me.
I should eat something soon, so
Yeah.
I guess we'll be taking a lunch break then.
And when we disband, we can ping in there saying that we're looking for replacements in an hour. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I didn't have time to mute.
Heard that one come out of your nose.
Whoa, your hair's glitching out.
Who's here?
Alani's.
Oh. Oh, you see her hip? Did you watch her hip?
Yeah.
Capture and hold energy collectors to earn points while defending the collectors from enemy forces.
Speaking of hair glitching out, I've noticed something weird on Paladins lately where some of the characters will run around with no hair whatsoever.
I've seen that too. That's so weird.
Go. The first team to reach 1,000
Wonder if they'll
points
fix
achieves
it.
victory.
It looks a little bit weird because I saw Tyra and Ash running around with bald head, and I'm like, that's odd.
I thought DB too. It's really weird.
Collector B secured. Collector A secured. Collector C secured. Collector C lost.
I already got the gear.
Collector C secured.
There is something awkward between two Atticus and Alani.
Collector C lost.
With great focus comes great
Couldn't
skill.
move. I can do riptides.
Ready.
Collector C secured.
Oh right, for Elsie.
You go take care of the Verelsi now after you capture this one.
Collector C lost.
Oh wait, yeah. Emergence.
Collector C secured.
There.
Now run and go get him. And I
I'm
love
still
that
pretty
he's
sure
done that baby one.
Oh, yeah, it's my favorite.
Have fun at the party, big country! Oh. Do you need all 4 of the Relsi or just 2?
Just 2.
I'm gonna go kill the other 2, so I can get some stacks.
What's your lord that you have to do next?
I have to kill 5 things, or a player. Oh, Sabrina! Thank you for the sub! Oh, you're always here watching, I appreciate it. Oh, thank you so much! Oogie, are you still here? I want to say your name.
Why?
Oogie!
Sounds like you're mad at him or something.
No! Oogie!
To me, it sounds like a plaintive cry. Hey, Oogie, take over C.
Oh,
here we
Atticus is so happy, you guys.
Line up though. I can do both skills.
Collector C lost.
Get over there.
Collector C secured.
We're getting pretty efficient.
Collector C lost.
Are you level 7 yet? Not quite.
Now I should be. Almost.
I
Like
walked in
so
it.
close to level 6. But
Collector
7.
There you go.
C secured. Collector C lost.
Rising.
And
Hope you didn't get
Riptide.
it. Stand there a little bit
You need
longer,
to
a little bit longer.
Oogie, you actually take it, yeah.
So we have more time.
There you go.
Wait,
No, it's
same
more
thing.
just to get experience.
Collector C secured.
Roa's rage.
Everybody stand in it.
Yep, it's on me, so stand on me. I was like, oh, it's moving with me. It got stuck on me.
I can get a single Riptide.
Everybody stack up, stack up.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Oh, was that for
I
the
got
lord?
one. I got one done at the end. Yeah, I have to actually activate a skill after I kill you, though. So if we do that in the last second every round, I will get 1 every round out of 200.
Or you could just do PvE and.
I mean, I could, but while we're here, I may as well get 1 every round, since we're gonna be playing 1 round, you know, we're playing all these rounds anyway.
Tiny problem though.
If we get a 7th person who wants to be killed, I'll kill them.
I'm gonna have to go to bed.
Yeah, I think someone's heading to bed. So,
Yeah.
I think we're taking a dinner break right now, so
Yep.
we'll take a dinner break. Back in 30, and we'll see if we still have people.
Yeah. Well, also post in the matchmaking. Let people know. While they're doing that, guys, stream, we're gonna open up a lot of loot packs.
Oh yeah.
That was fun. I'm gonna stick around to watch that on my phone.
You're gonna watch that? It's gonna be fun.
Yeah. That was really good though. Thank
I
you.
still remember when Ginger last time had loot pack from day 1 and 2 loot boosters, and so he did 2 loot boosters twice in a row, 2 days in a row, and he opened up all that he got.
Oh my goodness.
Like over 200 loot packs.
Yeah, that was insane.
That must have taken forever.
And
Alright.
he did that on stream as well.
We have well over 100. We have probably at least 125 here. Because we have 100 just between core loot packs and epic loot packs, and then probably another at least 25 in everything
I'll
else.
see you later.
Yeah, I gotta go eat.
Bye.
I'll see you guys later. Thanks for letting me join you guys.
Thanks for joining us.
See you guys later.
Hey.
Alright. Are we ready
See
to
ya.
open all of these packs, guys? What do we want to start
I
with?
think we are.
Cores, because they're super boring?
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm doing.
Get the cores out of the way. And then we'll have to clean up
Yeah.
after we're done with those.
Then I'm doing the regular faction packs.
Yeah, I'll do all the boring ones first.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. Yeah,
You gotta build up to the legendary packs.
exactly. Hey, 1,000 coins. Woo! Oh, credits, I guess.
Yeah.
Same
It
thing.
calls them coins in there for some reason.
Hey, if you're not gonna use
What?
that,
I just
totally
got the
use
friction
that.
frizz from Core Pack. Now let's see if I already had one. FFF. I did already have one at max roll. This one's max roll, so that's a 1470 that I'll be getting back.
I'm getting nothing. Oh, unexpected. Actually, I'm getting coins, so yeah.
I'm not
I'm
even.
okay with
I'm not
that.
getting coins. I'm just getting gear. There's
I
a
don't give a-
500 coins.
I don't give a thing about gear right now.
It's actually
want-
going pretty fast for me now. It was really slow at first, but now it's kind of just like transferring all items done.
Holy crap!
What? I just got another legendary.
Identified.
Arcship Buoy. I don't
Really?
think I had that one on here. Nope, I did. I was wrong. And it's already a max roll, so it doesn't matter. I already had it.
Damn. Already 2 legendaries. I haven't got a single one. Like seriously. Come on, man. Stupid game.
RNG.
Yeah, it's really gonna give you a legendary now that
Oh.
you call it stupid.
Well, I just got the white gold skin. That's nice.
Wow, you didn't have it?
Apparently not.
I had that one for gold, like that was the very first
Legendary
skin I
gear.
ever
Another
got.
legendary. I got the
Commence
Hemsworth
screaming
Sparkle
and
Shield, which I'm
jumping
pretty
and
already have like
shouting
6
and
of. Where's the H? Right there.
I haven't
that's
got
the energetic
even a
refractor.
fucking epic.
There it is.
And of course I said that and I get one.
Mine is on a max roll. Is this one? This one is even worse roll than mine. So I still don't have a max roll Hemsworth Sparkle Shield. Okay, and my bank is full immediately. We haven't even gotten through half of the core packs. This is gonna take a while.
I'm getting coins. That's all I want. Because I want Magnus
Corns!
packs.
Oh, where's the third legendary we got a dupe of? Friction
I want a
Frizz.
metric fuck ton of Magnus lot packs.
So I'm at 165 right now, 1,000 coins before we do everything. I'm gonna write that down actually, because I'm gonna forget that. 165, 1, 2, 3. I don't care about the less than 1,000. And then let's just go through and start deleting things from the bottom.
Okay, I actually had a glitch for a moment. The common loot pack that I got, I was opening up the core loot packs. I look up, and the core loot pack is invisible.
Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Apparently, Oscar Mike's been around.
Or Pendles. Pendles was standing in front of it.
Oh,
Clearly.
D&D.
And Shane as well, for good measure.
Yeah.
They're all in the Ready Player One trailer. Have you seen that already? All 4 of them. They're standing right next to each other.
Oh, really?
Pendles is sort of debatable because some people make jokes about that.
They're all
just saying that,
cloaked.
oh, he's invisible.
Yeah, they're all cloaked.
Oh. Okay. It took a while. Okay, never mind. Okay.
But yes, Benedict,
Miko.
Umbra, El Dragon, and Atticus definitely
Toby.
are confirmed being in
Toby.
there. Yeah. Toby apparently in Berg. And for some reason, Overwatch players are mad about that.
Because all that they got was,
It's very true.
cheers, love! so far. I mean, they might have more characters in there. Unless, I mean, what if Blizzard was charging them per character? That might be why there's only one character in there.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, 2K is just giving them the entire roster of Battleborn to throw in there.
Yeah, take the game. Do what you want.
Considering that Activision now owns Blizzard, I wouldn't put them past them to charge per character.
Well, that's just it. I wouldn't expect anything less, honestly. And then there's other people that can benefit from the marketing from it that are just like, yeah, we're not gonna charge you, here, have it. It's free marketing for us.
And of course, Nintendo is very controlling on their property, so they're not going to allow that either.
Alright, we're just gonna be getting... Alright, we got rid of all the dupes, we're down to 521. There's probably a ton of gear in here that's useless that I'm gonna have to get rid of later, but for now we're just gonna get rid of dupes until we're full again. And then after we're to the point where getting rid of dupes doesn't make any space, then we're gonna have to go through and clear out all the junk we don't want, because there's a lot of greens that I get rid of.
I just don't have any green. I don't do green.
So you don't recycle?
Epic level gear.
Oh, whenever I open a
identified,
pack,
Commander.
if I get green or lower, I just sell it straight away.
Individually? Oh, I got the yellow and purple skin for El Dragon. Campeon.
Hey,
So you got the Wario skin. Wah, it's me, El Dragon.
oh, so many packs.
Epic level
Epic.
gear identified.
And a
I
Shane
got
and
all
Aurochs
kinds
taunt?
of
Rock,
jazz
paper,
right
taunt?
now.
I have that one on PS4.
Oh, the rock paper one is my favorite one.
I like her level 15 taunt. My bank is just filling up with whites I'm not gonna use.
I don't even bother with whites. Like, fuck that. Just get discarded straight away.
I keep at least one that doesn't have a negative on it, and then one of each type of a negative that isn't completely useless. I keep some of the meme ones. I keep like negative health.
But why?
Meme. For the memes. You gotta run a triple negative health like Eldragon into battle someday, or an Arendi. I still want to see a fight where everyone is required to wear negative health items. Like, I just want to see that. Everyone wears the completely free whites that are all negative health. That lowers the TTK so much.
Oh, last core pack. Woo, bye bye.
That would make a Pentastrike so easy if everyone was negative health.
So now we'll do regular faction packs.
Are you done with the cores already?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you, I just sell. Like, I don't give a shit. I just want the money.
After this weekend, I might have more legendaries on here than on PS4, depending on what I get. Okay, the two purples that I got were purples I already had, so that wasn't actually useful. I still have
these
26
faction
core
packs
packs
are
to
Epic
open.
level gear identified,
I got another
Commander.
epic.
Actually, I got 1500 coins from that one, so never mind.
Are you late, Ugyu? You're here. We haven't even made it through half of our core loot packs yet. So we're not even a third of the way through this.
Come
Epic
on.
level gear
Get back
identified.
to
Another
I got
epic?
all
opening the
kinds
rest of the
jazz
stuff
right
later.
now.
I want to get something to eat.
Go get your food, fam.
That's a good idea. So now, do I do the commander or the epic? Epic. Get out of the way. No shit, I get epic gear in an epic pack. Wow.
I know that they gave you the same, like, oh, look at that. Like, yeah, I kind of expected that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at least that's 150 coins each time. Oh, and 1,000. Woo.
I'm running out of room. There's less and less
Huzzah.
space every time I clear out the dupes. I just want to make it through the core packs, and then I'll clean out the gear again.
I bet you're all kind of jazzed right now. Oh yeah, I am. Look, do you not hear in my voice? Like,
559 is the maximum amount of gear that you can hold.
oi!
Oh, sorry,
Legendary.
they must be doing 10-man. Sarcast is sending me invites.
I think I have the max roll as well. Wait, where is it? Yep, I do have it. Max roll 2. Fuck
Unfortunate. Hey, free coins, right? 1470 or whatever. Unless it's one of the good ones.
that.
Oh, no, they still sell for the same amount of coins, right? Even though they activate for different prices.
Yeah, the 250.
250.
Come on.
Sound like a man at a slot machine. Come on!
Oh yeah, that's.
Come on, one more, baby, one more!
Yeah, epic. Woo! No one expected that.
Good news, Commander. Epic level gear.
Another
unlocked.
epic.
Huzzah!
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to literally go through this because I'm to the point now where cleaning out my bank isn't good enough. Alright, all of the Eldred gear is fine. We want to get rid of negative damage reduction. That'd be great for the generate.
Come on, come on, come on! Oh, I got 2 epics! Woo! Watch out! None of them max roll. Yay! Fuck yourself. Seriously. I think I got that one. Wait.
Okay, LLC, what's the negatives on LLC? Move speed and sprint speed, those are fine. And cooldown time, that's fine, I don't care. UPR, negative health, right? Negative attack speed and negative health. Let's just get rid of both of those, right? We don't need negative attack speed, right? I mean, maybe on the tanks. Attack damage. Negative attack damage I'm not gonna need, right? Do you know where to get the PvE legs you use? I don't, but I know that, okay, well I know that the Vampiric Vestment is a pack-only one, so you have to get lucky with that one. The Vigilant Power Scouter is from, one of the whatever that level is. Let me look here. Gear search. Rarity. Legendary. Type. Crit damage. Vigilant Power Scouter is from the old Sentinel, from the map The Sentinel, and then the... Oh, I can filter by name? What? I can just type in Simbi? And Symbiotic Gauntlet comes from Guardian Arc, also from the Sentinel. So run the Sentinel and you'll be good to go. Is anyone surprised that we lost some viewers while we were doing this? We're down to 3 viewers. Nobody wants to watch people go through gear. They just want to see the legendaries.
No shit.
Nobody like sitting here. Negative skill damage. Wow, UPR has all of the worst negatives. I'm not sure if I want to get rid of all these. These could be used for so many memes. Negative skill damage Arendi? Please?
Oh, I got some flair on that one. Curved arms. Huh. Why not? I'm gonna sell the other one that I had.
Oh, there's a negative max health. But I actually have that one on something. It's in something. There's a negative max health, but that's not a white, so I don't want it.
Huzzah!
Oh, the rogues are negative max health. Okay. Thought it was the UPR. Okay, back to type. Oh my goodness. Okay, shield pin. I don't need anything except for the blues. And the golds. Same thing with CC gear. Okay. And of the whites here, also do not need shard generators that are not white or purple. Same thing with build cost. Did we already go past build cost? Not yet. We'll get there. Neutral loadout is OP. What was the cooldown legendary? Not the orange one. We have... Okay, we have several. Arya's Encore. Borrowed Timer. Captain Snazzy Timepiece, that's Reyna's. Firmware Update Isaac. Tactical Accelerator for Mike. Double Hug for Toby. Time Killer. UPR Synchronograph for Gulp. And the Firebringer discount for Rogues. Crit gear. We shouldn't need any greens, I don't think. The 5-ringer discount? Yeah, that one was broken for a while, actually.
Yay, Bloody Mess Burst Kit, which I already have.
It actually is still broken if everyone uses it, because it stacks. So if all of the rogues are using skills, that will cool down other skills by 2 seconds. So if you have a team full of rogues and they all have the 5-ringer discount, there's literally just going to be skills everywhere. Thankfully, because it's a pack legendary, it's very difficult to get. There's no way to make RNG give you that. You just have to sit there and roll the
And
dice.
pray.
Yeah, pull the lever on the slot machine there. Alright, where were we here? Build? And the crit?
Hey, another executive insurance policy. Yay! That's only the, what, 50th?
Now you can die twice. Right? If you have 2
Yeah,
life
I guess.
insurance policies. Oh, look at all the sprint gear we don't need. These are exactly the same.
And my last epic pack. There's nothing in there. How surprising. Faction packs, the good ones. Yeah, so jazzed. Stop saying that.
We're gonna get there soon enough.
Yeah, I guess. I hope.
I still haven't finished with my core packs because I'm still cleaning out my gear. Because I want it to be as empty as possible before I go back to cleaning it out, or to adding to it again.
Yeah, I know that.
So I will have to clean it out less in between opening packs.
Already have this one. Ah, go fuck yourself. Stupid rolls.
Alright,
Ugh.
last gear here, guys. Alright, we're back to opening packs. Let's do this. Good night,
Epic
Ugu.
level gear identified. Huzzah!
Have good
Good
sleep.
night.
Epic level gear identified.
2 epics in a row in
I
these
bet you're
core
all
packs.
kinds of jazzed right now.
I'm jazzed.
Yeah,
Epic level
you should
gear
be.
identified.
Another epic
Okay.
and a the pink skin for Boulder. Look at that.
Good news, Commander.
Oh, look,
Epic level
another
gear
epic from a core
identified.
pack. That's 4 in a row. I think I just
Wow.
broke the RNG machine. Oh, that
That's
one
crazy,
didn't give
like.
me one.
I think core packs had a legendary ability to drop, but for a while there it was really low, and I think like a little after the free
Epic
trial
level gear
Another epic.
identified,
update,
Commander.
they sort of increased the drop rate of the legendary. from
Lars
core
hasn't had
pack.
any luck like mine. I got some luck already.
None
None of mine were ones I didn't have yet, but
Good news,
Oh.
Commander. Epic level
Epic.
gear identified.
Whenever Nova talks, I wait
Epic
to see if
level
it's
gear
there's another
identified.
epic there.
Huzzah.
Oh my goodness. Is there like a 20% chance for an epic? Oh, a yellow and purple Mexican. Thank you. Oh, I didn't mean to open a legendary gear. Well, what are we getting?
Nice find, Commander.
Ground pounders. Do I already have them? Is the question.
Hey, Skywolf crest, which I already have. I'm so happy about that. And it's a shit roll as well, like, seriously.
I did already have the max roll. That's unfortunate.
Well, I mean, I already have it in the max roll, but they're trying to sell it again in a shit roll, like, seriously.
Do the boring
Epic
ones.
level gear identified. I bet you're all kinds of jazzed right now.
Oh yeah, good news, epic gear. Yay.
I'm opening the regular loot packs. Ooh, yellow and purple Ambroskin. The regular faction packs now.
So, warrior
Hey.
skin for on, bro.
I just went past 100k credits.
What did you start at?
30.
Okay, that's good. Have you been selling stuff?
Pretty much everything.
That's right, that's right. You sell them as you go.
Good news, Commander.
Yeah.
Epic level
Ooh,
gear
yellow and purple
identified.
pendles, along with an epic.
I mean, I keep some, but like, it's really, yeah, not that much.
Epic level gear identified.
Another epic.
Huzzah.
Ooh, tentacle slap taunt for pendles. I have that on PS4 already.
Man, I miss the joy of getting skins and tons in packs.
Well, they're all coins now, so that you can go buy Magnus packs, so you can get more skins and taunts. Look, my gear
Yeah.
bank is full again. Who's surprised? Okay, I already sold the one legendary that we got, so let's get rid of some dupes here. There's 2 purple dupes right there. There's a 3rd one. There's a 4th one. There's a 5th one. 6, 7. 7 purple dupes. That's probably all of my purples that I got were dupes. That's unfortunate. There's a bunch of blue dupes.
I'm actually on my last 10 packs right now.
Oh my goodness. I'm not anywhere near that.
Oi! Legendary, shit roll, but I might not have this one. Wait a second. S. It's an S. Give me S. Wait, actually, just click in bank. Surely I don't have it. I didn't!
Oh,
Whee!
good job. How many are you missing?
I think with this one, it makes 12.
Wow. You're very close.
Yeah, I'm still very far away though.
I mean, you're a lot closer than I am.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm missing like 40. And you're still missing a few from story missions, right? So that's some that you
Yeah.
could feasibly farm for.
I do too miss some from, yeah, like 3, I think. Yeah,
2 from Heliophage.
exactly, and 1 from the experiment. $115k. Hey, it's going up quite fast now. And under the 1500.
Okay, I got 2 epics just now from a 4-pack.
Nice.
Nice. Money. You don't get epics, you get money.
Unless he doesn't have them already and they're good.
Well,
Yeah.
I try to hold on to max roll versions, but anything else I'll sell
Oi.
unless it has a flare.
Did I get another one?
That you don't have?
Wait a second. Wait. Yay! Yes! I don't have it.
Alright,
It's not
11.
max roll, but I'll take it.
Nice.
Okay, so that's... Oh, I'm so...
We're down to
soon
11
I'll have
and
them all.
only 8 of those are in packs?
Yeah.
GG.
Yep.
You've got some good
Thank you.
odds.
Epic level gear identified.
Hey, wait, I got
bet
3
you're all
more
kinds of jazz right now.
commander packs and 3 more legendary packs. So, you know,
Epic
there's still
level
a chance.
gear identified. Huzzah!
2 more commander.
Okay, I'm in commanders now. Let's do this.
Epic level gear identified.
Okay.
I bet you're all
I'm down
kinds
to my
of jazz
legendary
right
packs.
I'm almost to 200,000 credits. I'm at 190. Ooh,
Wow,
white
I'm
Miko
at
skin.
122. Wait, I gotta go on Lowline's website
Epic level gear identified.
to tick
Huzzah.
those off.
Yeah, mark them in there. Had them do your thing.
Oh yeah, I gotta do that. So satisfying as well. Missing. Okay, so I got
Good news, Commander.
Silverback.
Epic level
Yes,
gear
I got that one.
identified.
And I got the Nails on Rail.
Epic level gear identified, Commander.
Okay, so I'm missing. Actually, I might tell you how many I'm missing. I'm missing 3, 6, 9, 11. So yeah, I was right. I'm missing 11 and 1, 2. Oh, actually 4 from story.
Oh, even better odds.
Yeah. 4 from story, so that's 7 legendaries that I can get in those 3. Let's see. Holy
skin?
shit! Let's see, Eden Charger. I think I have this one, but it's not max roll, so you know. Yeah, but that's shit
Epic
roll.
level
Like, what am
gear
I doing?
I bet you're all kinds of jazz right now.
Or watch it be
It's-
1% higher than the one you have in your bank.
No, it's not. It's actually 2% under.
Oh.
Shadow Killers. I do have those.
Okay, we got
My
someone in the Battleborn Discord, which you probably already saw.
Actually, do I have the Shadow Killers?
Should we let him know that we're opening up some packs right now?
Good news, Commander.
Well, I
well,
guess
I'm gonna
so.
stop opening
Identified.
packs once Kiitru is everyone's back.
Well, I'm done with packs, so I can't open them anymore.
I'm guessing they're a new player, actually, considering their chat rating.
Max War Go-Go Juice, but I already have it. Well, I'm done. Oh wait, Magnus packs.
Oh, you're gonna go through them all? I'm still
Oh,
saving
yeah.
those for Battleborn Day.
Hey, if you're not
Oh,
gonna
I got a
use
legendary
that,
from
I
a
can
commander
totally
pack.
use that.
Hemsworth Sparkle Shield again.
Actually,
In an
that's
Elder
not
Goat
a
Taunt.
bad idea, you know.
I'm telling you, man, just in case they go on sale, I'm ooh, white Kleeskin. I've been burned, like, a couple times before, so I'm just like, be patient, just be patient, it's 2 months
Legendary
away.
gear identified.
I'll keep saving
Yeah,
my...
Screaming
Oh,
and jumping
I just got
and
another one.
shooting and running.
Lorian Godhand,
I
I'm
used my
pretty sure I didn't have that
credit
one.
No, but what if they don't
Hey,
reduce the cost, but they increase the drop rates?
Hang on. Lorian Godhand. I'm pretty sure I didn't have that one. On here.
Well, I'm happy with with what I have right now, so yeah.
I did not. Oh, wait. Yep, I did not. Perfect. Alright, I got a new legendary. Fantastic.
Good news, Commander. Epic
I
level
have
gear
200
identified.
spots in my bank, free.
You have the full amount?
Yep,
Wow. 359?
yep.
Wow.
Well, actually 356, but yeah.
Much wow.
Oh, actually, there's a dupe, so 55. Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't keep greens.
I used to not
Because-
keep greens. When I collected, like, even bad negatives. Because I didn't use greens. But I'm starting to use greens, so I keep some, like, 1 or 2, like, a couple of greens. Like, a couple of, the, like, attack speed after a melee hit. I keep that one. That one's good for any melee characters.
I like the blue ones better, though.
Honestly, it's a matter of preference.
It is. Like I said, I didn't collect greens until, like, 6 months ago. I didn't have the room for them, and I never used them. I didn't even, like, blues were only there because I had space for them. I pretty much only used purples for the longest time.
Like, look, I'm gonna link one in the gear. Wait, like this one. What's it called again? Gear antiquated.
Wow. I have like 5 of this same piece of gear here. Wow. It's a lot of dupes.
This one. Seriously, look at this one and tell me this is not the best gear for Alani ever.
Well, I have 5 of this one too. Apparently, you get a lot of blues when you're opening commander packs of the same exact kind. There's 4 of this one. Alright, let me come up there and look at it. I don't usually use those. I did for a short time, but I ended up going to purples for those because I didn't like relying on having health damage done to be able to get that increased attack speed. Like, it's expecting something bad to happen for something good to happen to you, and I don't like that. That's like while shield is depleted. I'm like, I don't plan... Like, unless it's the max health while shield is down, I don't plan on having my shield down, and that's, yeah. Especially if I'm Shane.
Oh, so you like this one, antiquated, Elfrin, Warblade. That would be like that. This one?
It's loading.
Oh, no, not this one. That's not the one I meant.
Yeah, the green,
40.
I think, it has attack damage on melee hit. There's an attack damage one, green, with attack speed on melee hit. Stout. Also, I like the maximum health after surviving for 180 seconds, since the Eldred can't benefit from the other ones.
This one's good.
Well, that's a purple.
This one's... Yeah, but this one's good.
We're talking greens.
Yeah. I don't like greens. I don't have greens.
Let me find a green. I'll show you a green that's useful.
You said it was a stout one?
Violent endoskeletal graft. Gear.
Oh my god, I opened a Magnus pack because I'm crazy like that, and I got a taunt for Clis.
Apparently he can't find that one. He's sitting there thinking about it. Oh, I spelled skeletal wrong.
Oh my god, I got I got the premium skin for Dragon, the Borderlands one. Yes. Oh, so happy about that.
That one is a good green right there. Attack damage plus attack speed for 5 seconds after landing a melee hit. Basically, if you're a melee, that's permanent attack speed.
Yeah.
So
Actually,
there's
yeah,
greens
fair.
like... Yeah, there's some greens that are as good as that one blue. Back to opening packs, guys.
Yeah, but I mean, the one I linked is only like 40 shards more expensive, and it's like...
Well, depending on which one, that one right there might have a negative of reload speed. So it would only be 410.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
It depends.
Yeah,
Pendle's white skin.
I put one on there as well that has negative effect. And
Ooh,
it
Pendle's tongue.
seems to be a pretty decent one because you get... What was it? You get maximum health for surviving for 180 seconds.
Yeah, a lot of the greens for those, good for the Eldred. If you don't want to run the purple, and if you can't run the
Epic level
what is
gear
it,
identified. I bet you're all
the
kinds of
blue
jazzed right
max
now.
health, the Kevlar. Those are good. Ooh, Galilea taunt. That's one I don't have on either platform.
Whoa,
Wow.
nice
Oh,
I just
legendary?
got a sexier skin for
Keeper Seeker
Arcticus.
Reaper rounds. I'm pretty sure I needed that one.
Oh, those ones are good actually, you know. They're really good even.
Okay. I did not have it. I go straight from I to L, so I didn't have any K.
Oh my god.
I'm telling you, I'm missing like 40 legendaries on both PC and PS4. I'm like within 5 legendaries on both platforms.
You know, that skin might actually make me want to play Eldragon.
Epic level gear identified. Huzzah!
Might, I say, because, you know.
His Psycho
It's
skin
silly.
is a lot of fun because of the lines he gets, like on teleport and kills. It's fun.
Have you heard the Tiny Tina Randy skin voice line?
Yeah, I have all of them on PS4.
Epic level gear identified.
I have all of
bet
them
you're all
here on
kinds of jazz
PC.
right now.
And so it's sort of funny that I start teleporting while wearing the Tiny Tina skin, and she goes, "Uh-oh, very low feed, but dying."
Epic level gear identified. Huzzah!
Alright, now I'm in the 50 epics that we have to
Epic
open.
level gear identified, Commander.
And they still never fixed where it looks like a legendary pack when you're opening it.
Good news, Commander. Epic level gear identified.
Because why not?
Yeah, why not?
Epic
It
level
looks like
gear
you're gonna get
identified.
legendary.
Huzzah!
Game, you're lying to me.
Alright, I'm full again.
Oh, and I actually got a Magnus Pack skin for Marquis as well.
Nice.
The shitty one.
I like most of his skins, actually. So I'm surprised you would say that.
Really? You've seen this one?
Is it the Tranche Warfare? I like that one.
No, I didn't mean a premium skin. I meant, like, the ones that are only in the Magnus Pack. You know, the...
Oh, the colored ones, yeah. Someone
Yeah,
was wearing
those
one
ones.
earlier.
Someone
Someone
because
was wearing a
Marquis,
marquee, the purple one. The purple and green one. Looked ugly.
yeah,
Did you get the
it is
McDonald's
awful.
skin, or the Joker skin, or the other skin?
The Joker, I believe.
Watermelon.
Because it's purple, green, and...
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's some kind of weird red, brown.
Yep.
My god, what is that?
That's the complimentary skin saying I played with Magnus packs and got burned.
Yeah.
Oh look, I have 5 of these Rifleman Hellfire mags. I totally am gonna use all of those. Also, 4 of these Rifleman Shotlock stocks.
I mean, you know, the premium skins of Marquis aren't that bad, actually.
Yeah, I love his. He has Schwimmwear and Tranche Warfare.
Yeah.
And that other one that I don't remember right now, but I'm sure I like it too. Because I remember I like all of his skins, like Benedict.
Titanium Dandy Prototype.
Yes, the steampunk one. It's good.
Exactly.
I actually have all the skins from Arcade except for the Magnus Pack one.
They're
Well,
all good. How
you
do you
know.
choose? Like, that's why I want a random button for skins too. Like, just set it to random. Like, if you own multiple skins, like, set it to random.
Yeah, it would be nice if we could also have the select character random button back.
Yep.
So
I want
we
that.
didn't have to wait for the time.
I'm probably gonna have to empty out my bank
Good
again
news,
before we finish with the
Commander.
epics.
Epic level gear
It's already filling
identified.
back up.
I'm having to
Epic
empty
level
out
gear
all
identified.
mine
I bet you're
right
all
now,
kinds of
and I
jazz right now.
just finished up the core pack.
Yeah, I had to
have
empty
a
out mine
lot of
multiple
those.
times during core packs.
Hey, if
Man,
you want the
you know, I'm
Legendary?
actually happy
totally
I got
do
the
that.
Borderlands skins for Eldragon. Even though it's Eldragon and it's not the best one, but
Finiski and Wrench. I don't know if I have that.
I'll take it.
It's an F.
Now all I need
I
is...
do have it, and I have a max roll, so I don't need it.
pretty much every
Epic
taunt
level
in
gear
existence. I
identified.
want all
I
of
bet
them.
You're all kinds of jazz right now. Good news, Commander. Epic level gear identified. Epic level gear identified. I bet you're
It's a
all
little bit
kinds
odd.
of
I
jazz
sort
right
of
now. Epic level
Finished
gear
getting
identified.
Benedict's lore and
Huzzah.
low a while back, and it took like half a year after for me to finally get his last loot pack skin. Loot pack taunt.
Wow.
I'm getting better rolls of gear of stuff that I had in my loadouts, actually. That's the third item I've had to sell because I've had a better version of it, and it's been in gear.
Oh, what the hell is going on out there? I might need to be right back because there's a dog barking.
Puppies!
Unfortunately, I do have puppies. I have 8 of them.
Oh, so cute!
And they keep on getting out of the pen. And I'm going,
They're
don't
too
get out
smart.
of the pen. They're huskies. So yeah.
Oh,
I'm asking them not to get out of the pen because there's coyotes around. And their parents just lay there like, eh.
they'll be fine. They're huskies.
Quick break. Be back in 5.
Lars, killing your microphone.
Yeah, I'm going to need to check what's going on out there and parts should eat, so I'm going to kill my microphone.
Alrighty.
Legendary gear
Legendary?
identified.
What did I
Commence
get?
screaming
Borrowed
and jumping
timer.
and
I don't think I
shouting
had
and
that one
running.
on here. Let's take a peek. I know I had that one on PS4 because I used it once. I did already have it. Neither one is max roll, but one is very close. I don't know which one is the new one.
Good news, Commander. Epic level gear identified. Holy sh!
What did I get? NatsumeRyu. I'm pretty sure I didn't have that on PC or PS4. Oh, wait. I do have one. This is a better roll! Yay! We have a max roll NatsumeRyu by 0.01%, which is the best roll.
Epic level gear identified, Commander. Epic level gear identified. I bet you're all kinds of jazzed right now. Holy crap! Legendary gear identified.
Orbital tracking spike. I don't know if I have that one either. I did. 840, I think, is that max roll? Well, it's better than that, so that's all that matters. Too many dupes. I'm already running out of space again. We just cleaned this out.
Epic level gear identified, Commander. Good news, Commander. Epic level gear identified. Legendary gear identified.
What do we get?
Commence screaming
Sustainment
and jumping
well.
and shouting
I think
and
I had
running.
that one. Yep, and it was a max roll already, so it doesn't matter. Hello, welcome back.
Epic level
Lars
gear
got 2
identified.
legendaries he didn't
Huzzah.
already have, so he only has 11 left that he's missing, 4 of which are in story.
Are you doing max rolls, or are you just counting any
He's,
copy?
I think he is counting any copy. He got some max rolls of ones he already had, so that was good for him, but he's not counting the specific ones. I've gotten like 5 new legendaries out of like the 10 or so that I've gotten so far, and I'm still not done opening. And I am almost 100,000 credits up. All I have left are the 2 legendary packs and like 20 epic packs left. I'm at the point where I have to clean out my gear again because it's getting cleaning out dupes
Filled?
isn't enough. Yeah, I actually have to go through and get rid of gear that I'm not going to use. Again, for the 3rd time. Because I've gotten it below 500 twice before now.
Yeah, I do wish there was a faster way to get through gear.
I wish there was enough room for one of each and every type of gear. That way you could just sell dupes and just be done with it.
Or like if like what I would
And they
actually
need a
do,
button for selling dupes. The lower roll all the time.
that would be nice. Or another one that I think would be nice would be having a instead of having it be like a gear like a list of gear, make it be
It needs to be like a book, like a collection.
a book where it automatically gets rid of whatever duplicate you
Right.
have.
Basically, instead of getting, just like you get credits for taunts, you would get credits for each piece of gear that is a dupe.
Yes.
And they need a button to collect all of said credits, so you don't have to press X on each one. It needs like the triangle button for transfer all. They need that for getting all the credits.
I wouldn't mind a button to open up all of your
Oh my goodness, that'd be fun. That'd be a lot of fun.
Like just open them all up at once.
Epic level gear identified, Commander.
So I'm to the point now that I have almost every single piece of gear in my bank is a different piece of gear. Oh my goodness. I don't want to go through it all again. I have 25 epics left to go
Epic
through.
level gear identified. Huzzah!
If I just stay in the whites, I can just keep selling dupes in the whites.
I hate core packs because there's so much worthless crap in them.
I got 2 or 3 legendaries out of them in total, and a couple of like skins and things. But yeah, in general, they're just more useless than like at least with the other ones, you know, like more specifically what you're getting at the same the same rate.
I just got a Maxwell vacuum energy converter, which guess what? I already had one. No.
Oh. I was like, is that one of the like 3 that you need max roll of?
7 that I need max rolls for. Yeah, I need Petrified Dragon Feather, All for One Morale Booster, Absentia Vitae, Predator Step, Starkweather's Oscillator, Nails on Rails Chrono Skin, and Phlogiston Propulsor. The annoying thing is I got like 3 or 4 Absentia Vitae last week.
Mm-hmm.
When I opened up all my packs, and I was like, fuck, it's taunting me. Because none of them were max roll. And I believe I just got another executive insurance policy that is not max roll.
He already had a max roll of Lars got that, and I think he got that one like 3 times.
Yeah, I really have to wonder what's up with their the RNG because like it always there's a tendency for to get the same legendary like 3 or 4 times from the list, and I'm like that's like I have to wonder if like different days have different weights on the loot table.
That would be interesting because the same thing when you're opening faction packs, you notice that you get like 5 of the same item. So like we opened like 12 of the same type of faction pack, right? And so I'd have 5 of like 3 of the same kind of item and like 4 of the next 4 items, and then like no dupes of any others. So that is actually an interesting.
Like,
that sounds feasible to me.
I think that the day might have some control over the randomness.
That would. Oh my god. That would. Well, I mean.
Well, I've actually believed that for a while because it would explain a lot of the long runs that you'll get with gear.
Yeah, because you have a tendency to play on the same days based on.
Well, but I was like, it might be like day of the month or day of the week or whatever. But you'll do multiple runs in the same day.
Right.
And that would explain the runs you get in the same day. And what gets me is like, how would that be accidental? Like that has to be purposeful in my head.
Yeah.
Like I can't imagine why that wouldn't be. Like if that happens, I have a hard time believing that's not like that. And if that were true, I have a hard time. I'm curious why they would do that instead of something more straightforward.
More random. Yeah. just regular RNG. Maybe
Yeah.
there was just too many pieces of gear for it to go through for them not to be able to. Like we can't have it roll through on our system and pick from that
Yeah,
every single time. That might have been overloading it. So they're like, all right, well, we'll reduce it so that every single
but-
day it
but
has a
when you
set
look at
loophole.
look at the RNG for like MMO servers. Like that level of randomness is still there in everything. Like it's my only idea is that maybe it's because it's in like a checking thing where like the server defaults to like a simpler RNG system whenever it's stressed.
So because we're
and-
all opening loot packs.
Well, no, but that wouldn't make sense for why it wouldn't like whenever if you're doing during a low stress moment it would. I really have to wonder. And of course, if you talk to a dev, it's like, oh no, it's totally random. We did this. I'm like,
They may
But-
not be on. They may not know the intricacies of.
well, to me, it becomes kind of a question of like, you
Well,
know,
how
like,
do you
oh,
define?
you
totally
don't have
random?
enough. You don't have enough evidence to prove this to me. But I'm like, there's enough circumstantial evidence to make it questionable.
Yeah.
Like, there are like the fact that I get 3 Absentia Vitae and 2 other legendaries whenever there are 12 legendaries in this pack, and that happens on a routine basis, tells me that there's something up here. Or the one where I remember I did that long post about drop rates.
Yeah.
On,
People
in
would
TV
swear
stuff,
up and down that.
The devs swore up and down like crazy that, you know, it's all the same. There are no weights. And I'm like, if that's true, the results I've gotten are ridiculously unlikely.
Yeah, because you have people who will get. It's supposed. So let's say they're playing on normal mode, and there's a 50-50 chance to get a specific gear item, and people get the same exact gear piece like 20 times in a row.
Yeah, it's what gets me is like, you know, I think part of the problem is that people don't track their legendaries over a long period of time, and I really have to wonder, because most people just sell their duplicates. They don't think about how many they've gotten.
Right.
Yeah, I've actually. You know how on the experiments you can get the bonus target finder?
Yeah.
In my entire time of playing the experiment, I've only gotten that twice. I've gotten
Bolas
the
is
other legendaries a lot more often.
Bolas, see, Bolas only drops in advance, which means it's on a loot table with 2 things in it.
Well, it's
And
25% because it's got 4 things, right? Or is he a
no,
mini
no,
boss?
no. Bolas is from Ansem.
Okay, so it's a mini boss. So yeah, 50%.
Yeah, it's 50% because it's and it's just, I would love to be able to like open up and I think part of the problem is that, like, you know, talking to the BB devs, like, the devs we talk to still aren't code people.
Yeah, they're not the people who made it. They haven't necessarily actually read the code.
Or they're like, or you can, you know, like J3 doesn't touch the code at all. Like he basically, like, he might have done scripting, but he never did.
Yeah.
And of course, if you're not a coder, even reading the code would make no sense to you.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's also, and sometimes like saying something like there are like 30 different randomization functions that use different levels of randomization, and they could be just random, and like some things that are very different on the back end will look exactly the same on the front. Oh, by the way, you know how you still need a comeback king? Max roll?
You just got one.
Yes. Max roll. From an epic pack.
Yeah,
And, you know-
Epics actually have a fairly good. I think it's like based on the ones that I've opened so far, it feels like a 20% chance to get a legendary out of it. Just based out
20
of because
20 to 25?
Yeah, because I have opened half of my epic packs and I've gotten like at least 7, I want to say. 6 or 7.
I've opened 3 packs thus far, and I've gotten 2 legendaries.
Yeah, I think it's a fairly good chance to get legendaries from epic packs now.
That's nice, because epic packs used to be junk.
Well, I mean, epics in general are good, so I mean the packs themselves.
I'm talking about when you don't need the epics, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a comeback king apparently, and it's max roll as well. And that was the only comeback king I ever got.
I just got another legendary. And it looks like an all-for-one morale booster. And it's max roll. Holy fuck, yes.
Did you need that one?
Yes.
Alright, so you're down to 6.
Holy fuck, yes. Holy fuck, yes. Holy fuck, yes. Fuck yes, fuck yes, fuck yes. Well, the thing is, I've been looking for that one for so fucking long. That was like one of my first legendaries.
Oh, really?
That like all-for-one morale booster was one of my first loot pack, was one of the first loot pack legendaries I ever got. Which is why it was so annoying. I just got another legendary.
Yeah, keep track of how many you're getting. Like, hash them down, and then we'll look at the packs, because you know how many you started with, right?
47 is how I started with. I've gotten 5.
Write it down. I'm not going to write it down for you. But I am interested. Just type it in the chat. Like,
well,
I typed in how many credits I started with. Yeah, tally. Because I literally, I wrote down the amount of credits I started with so I would know how many I've gotten.
So I might need to do more epic packs because these seem to have a better... Because they're not going to have the UPR one, the faction loot, the faction ones, I think.
Right.
Or the ops legendaries.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're still in there.
I got another legendary.
They're just the lower rate for the ops. Like, it's the same rate across the board or something versus if you get the ops ones, it's supposed to be higher.
So I'm not even sure that those are in the ops legendaries are in legendary and epic packs. I know they're in. I
got one earlier.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. I got the
I know they're in.
Lorian Godhand. Is that one of them? It was.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. I got, and I didn't have the Lorian Godhand. That was one of the ones I got.
Lorian Godhand's kind of a junk roll, though. Or kind of a... Like, that's what kind of gets you. Like, some of the legendaries, like, they're like, oh, this is a cool idea. Like, the values you set it at were terrible, though. I got another legendary. Wow. I've got... for me today, it's been about 50%.
Okay, I'm down to 519 unique pieces of gear. That's actually still a lot. I was under a 500 earlier. So
I'm at 277 because I just did a gear purge.
Yeah, that's after my gear purge. I haven't gone through though and actually looked at like some of the greens. I could go through the greens and get rid of greens I'm never going to use, and I'm not going to do that right
that's
now.
Whenever I do a gear purge, I always purge gear I'm never going to use.
Epic level gear
Although there are some doubles I have that are I do have some doubles that have flare.
See, I get rid of flare if it has like I'll take if I have 2 max rolls, I'll usually get rid of the flare one. I'm not interested in flare.
Well, see, I want it just in case, just because like maybe that one looks cool or whatever. Like, I think their invitation to flare was a really bad idea, in my opinion, though.
It shouldn't be attached to the gear.
It should have been attached to, like, it should have been a separate. It should have been attached to gear.
Yeah, you can put it on a piece of gear that you put in your, like, it's in your loadout. So when you activate, like, oh, if you activate your entire loadout, you get that piece of flare. That would be cool.
I just got another legendary.
You're stealing all of mine. I haven't gotten any in 5 packs now.
Good news, Commander.
There's an issue I do have with flare, and that's for the fact that the flare text is the same text as the commentary text.
Yeah, the fluff, like the flavor text, like the flare overwrites flavor text.
Yeah, and I don't like that either. So for every white, I always, like, if it has flavor text, I will get rid of, because I collect the ones with flavor text. Like, when the white I keep that doesn't have a negative on it, because I keep at least one of each type of negative whites, and then one white that has no negative, so it's full cost. And I keep the one with the flavor text I like most.
you know what I think would have been a better option than like changing the flavor text, having it be a symbol in, like, the top right of the item card that just is what the item looks like.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, also, one thing I started pointing out was, instead of having the flare text be the same color as the flavor text, have the flare text be a different color so people can actually tell that there's a flare on there.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
and there was also the option of like flipping cards over would be cool. So just add add multiple
Yeah.
pages to the gear cards.
Yeah, that would have been nice. But I think that I think a lot of this stuff is like I have to wonder how much of it was just back end stuff that they would like if they had designed it that way from the beginning.
Yeah, this is stuff
Like,
that
'cause
we needed to find out about this from the beginning to be
Yeah.
able to
Well,
make
or
it
like,
that way.
Kind of like talking about as we've talked about. Like, Battleborn, like Gearbox's design is very organic. When Gearbox programs a game or designs a game, it is a very organic process.
Mm-hmm.
Like it is very really organic. They don't plan much ahead. They like say this is an idea, we'll implement this.
And whoever implements it first gets to get the implement.
Yeah, it is the one that gets it implemented. Which is really weird. Yeah, ever since you said I'm stealing all your legendaries, I haven't gotten a legendary.
Well, I haven't gotten any since you started opening packs and been getting legendaries. I'm now clearing out my bank again because I've already filled up those 45, 50 spaces with dupes that I'm now emptying out.
I sell a lot. I sell a lot of my dupes though. So
I sell all of my dupes. That's the first purge I always do is dupes. And then when it gets to the point where I no longer have any dupes, but I have no room for stuff, then I know that I need to go through individual pieces and actually look at them.
If we were ever to do, I'm pretty sure that like, if we ever did a Battleborn 2, there'd be a lot of changes.
Epic level gear
Like in just basic subsystems of like change how gear works, or like to actually balance gear out.
Good news, Commander.
Um,
Epic level gear
Just I do think they've learned a lot.
Epic
but the
level
sad thing
gear
is, like,
identified.
They're gonna have to remake everything from the ground up, basically.
Yeah.
There's so much stuff that they would have to.
Epic
Well, we
level
can't
gear
use that
identified.
because this is a
All
fundamental
kinds of
change to how
jazz
this
right now.
works. Because
Okay.
so much of the first game is
Epic
blanket
level gear
stuff.
identified.
All gear is like, except for legendaries, is all blanket like stats.
Well, and that's one of the worst things they had was that basically having it that all that like.
And then the
basically
same
making
thing they did with the factions,
Epic level
having
gear
like specific like
identified.
blanket,
I bet you're
like
all kinds
oh,
of jazz right now.
the Eldritch all have health regen and no shields, and the Generate all have lifesteal.
Well, except that they got rid of pretty quickly towards the end. That was not held as hard.
That's because
as,
when they made every character, they weren't held accountable to it except for like morally. It wasn't actually built into the system. Like this character has to have X or Y because it's.
as a shield, or like not all the Generate have lifesteal.
I think every one of them has the option to get lifesteal.
Not
Not all of them have it by default, but every single one
yeah.
has the option.
Yeah, well, like Caldarius can only get it on his energy blade,
Yep.
and that's
Mutation.
But there's also like there's the weird thing with Caldarius, like oh well, Caldarius is actually at the, like
He's
is
a
actually at the-
Comisian. He's not actually Generate.
Well-
Same thing with
well,
Atticus.
Well, I thought because it was sustained was actually their big thing. It was like sustained is a life stealing thing.
Yeah, but they wanted it to be a
On the back end.
factional thing because they were Generate.
Yeah, which and part of the problem is I think they also need to they need. I think that if they did lifesteal, it'd be better if they did it as a value, not as a percentage of damage dealt.
Yes, yes.
Like,
Or
that
at
would be
least
a lot
bump
better.
all of those values up so that the percentages are actually useful. So if a character does small amounts of damage, the lifesteal needs to be greater.
He's gonna think you're his mom.
Well, yeah, well,
Hey,
that's
welcome
they
to the
need
stream, Ghost Zone.
They needed to track lifesteal as a total value, not as a percentage. As they needed to track it as a multiply through with damage, not just a function of that, because that's why it's like Wrath's supposed to be the lifesteal guy, but Wrath has less actual lifesteal than like.
Good news,
Yeah,
Commander.
the only way that he's the
Epic level
lifesteal guy
gear
is that it's on
identified.
everything he does.
Yeah.
Unless you
Well,
pick
but
that
even-
helix.
but he's also supposed to have like the
Epic
most
level gear
lifesteal.
I bet you're all kinds
And
of
yet it's like,
jazz
okay, well, yeah,
right
like
now.
he can get 30% lifesteal on this, but his damage on that is ass.
Epic level
It's like
gear
it's like
identified,
if
Commander.
you're dealing, it's like yeah, you might have 30% lifesteal, but if you're doing half the damage of someone else, you're gonna be there's someone doing 20% lifesteal. That 20% lifesteal is worth more.
Yep. So my bank's full again after I just cleaned it out. It only took like 2 epic packs.
I got another Combat King.
Also, thank you for the follow, Ghost. I hope you'll stick around with us. You like Battleborn? That's why you pop by?
I got another max roll Combat King.
I've only gotten one legendary.
Tell that to
packs
all
as
the poor
far.
D&D mains on PS4 who are still looking for that.
Yeah. Well, I do kind of wish that they had done something where you could control what loot pack legendaries you get, because like the loot pack legendaries are it's such a large pool and it's so rare that it was really problematic. And I think just them adding even more loot pack legendaries to it was a bad idea. I think they should have.
Yeah,
I think
that they all of like the ops legendaries, just have them be in the like.
Drop from the operation.
Yeah, like even you know what would be cool? Have them randomly drop from the loot boxes, because we know that it's possible for them to have the like loot pop up from like just regular enemies and stuff, instead of having them drop a common or an uncommon. Just have it drop one of those legendaries. That would have been fantastic. It's one of those things that's because of the amount of enemies you encounter, it's about as rare as getting a legendary from the boss. So
it would be sort of beneficial if they had certain enemies drop certain a chance to have a certain gear drop,
Good news,
like
Commander. Epic level
with
gear
badasses,
identified.
they can drop a head or a skin
Epic
and
level
Borderlands.
gear identified.
Yeah.
Huzzah.
Well, and this and of course the problem there is that to do that really well, you have to balance the number of enemies in each mission properly, which to me they should have done in the first place, because the fact that there aren't that many enemies in Mike Ops and Montana Ops should have been a good signal that, you know what, maybe players won't be as high level as they should be. Like Mike Ops is still reviled as a terrible pacing.
hey,
Because-
Ghoststone, are you installing it for the first time, or are you coming back to Battleborn? Go ahead, Kit.
Oh, because like some of the pacing they did, I really have to wonder what was going on in their heads. Like the Ronins in Thrall Ops,
Epic
in
level
the
gear
Ronin side,
identified,
the
Commander.
Ronin side mission in Thrall Ops. That was just who the fuck you decided to do that.
Oh, I hate Ronin sometimes.
I am
Well,
to
but
the
like,
point.
but you're level 1 and you're jumped by 4
Yeah.
Ronin that all rush.
Yeah,
at you.
that's totally gonna work. I know that's
Like,
one of the
that
most
is an
annoying
awesome
things.
idea. It's like
And compared to the other option is like spawning in like 10 minions.
or because there's the one that's minions like
I'm talking about like algorithm. I know you're talking about the ops.
Oh, well, because that one is also because the other one the other option there is like
Fighting a Beastmaster. Or the snipers.
Yeah, the snipers. I'm like, 4 snipers who don't gang up on you because they're that spread out.
Yeah, number one, they don't actually move. So as long
Well, they
as
do. They move
a little
they
bit.
do-
the one
they
that's on
will
the
move, but
highest
they won't
roof
move
does
much.
not. That's what sucks. That guy that's on the highest roof. If you're playing a melee, if you're Kelvin, you can't win that.
Oh, you can actually.
Can you get up to that one? I couldn't figure out how to get up to that one.
You can get up to every. Sometimes you have to use a weird jumping pattern.
Yeah, I tried
But
to
the-
find all the jump pads, and I couldn't find it for one melee character. And I remember,
There
it was
are weird
Eldragon.
jump pads
I ended up clapping at him.
There are weird jump boxes everywhere. Sometimes it's finding the exact right one.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
it's your
that
first
one that
time,
you're
Ghost.
talking about, you actually have to go back towards the back.
Like
Crystal Shard.
it isn't a close jump pad. It's one of those ones that's like if you miss it, you got to go way far away.
Oh, you bought the You went to the store and saw the early access had 50% of, so you bought it. Oh, for 50% off, so you bought it. And if you have golden skins. Also, okay, so you have the regular game, or you have the DDE Ghost. Trying to figure
And
out.
Okay, the game is taunting me. I just got another all-for-one morale booster max roll.
But I mean, at least you got legendaries though.
Oh, so yeah, I counted up. Out of the 47 packs I opened, I got 10 legendaries.
Okay,
Yeah.
so about 10%, 20%, yeah.
That's insane.
That's very good.
20 to 25%.
Yeah.
I think that's about what it is.
That's very good.
And I got another emergency automedic.
All right. I only have 3 legendary gears packs to open up now. So you have the regular version Ghost Zone. Let me pop on the I'm gonna swap the thing at the bottom here. if you wanted to join us at some point in the future, whenever you're done downloading, this is the Discord link. This is actually where we're chatting right now, the community that's with us on microphone here. If you do decide to join the Discord, just ping the staff, let them know that you're playing on PC, and you can use the matchmaking channel there to find matches, because unfortunately the PC player base is small enough that you need to communicate to match up with people.
There isn't random group finding.
Yeah. Consoles are lucky enough to have a good player base, so all of the matchmaking is fine in game. But on PC, you pretty much you have to get on Reddit or Facebook group or the Discords to meet up.
To be fair, as long as you have one person with you, you can find people through the random matchmaking, but
For
it
bots.
will take a good while. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
for bots.
Thankfully, one of the nice things is if you own the full game, you can play private matches, and the private matches
Yeah.
will be able to you can do all that stuff in.
Yeah, he
so.
got that 50% off. That was one of the reasons why I asked if what
Was it full
version he
game or was
had.
it-
Yeah,
yeah.
because it's a lot rougher for the free-to-play players on PC.
Yeah.
All right,
You
I'm
know
just
what I think would be
gonna
really
open
cool
this.
if they actually had shift codes for it?
Hey,
Shift
if you're
codes
not gonna use
shift
that,
codes to
I
unlock
could
the
totally
ops.
use that.
Go-Go Juice. I don't think I have Go-Go Juice, actually.
I know you have go-go juice in the real world.
I do. I have 2 bottles of it in my cabinet, but I don't think I have it in either PS4 or PC. Gee.
We need to figure out the recipe for
I
lemon
do not have
for
Go-Go
lemon
Juice.
lime.
I now have Go-Go Juice.
What's the mic ops? It's the lemon lime something pie.
I don't remember that one well enough.
It's the recipe that Queen Mike brings into the Baker Mike show. That's made with go-go juice.
No, I haven't played that one enough.
That gives you the energy to start your day off right.
You have to go to Low Limes and get the line.
Yeah. Like, Mike Ops has some really good lines in it. Like, as much as I shit on Mike Ops, the story, it does have some really good one-off lines, but just the story doesn't really go anywhere. Like, there isn't really much character evolution. Mike stays the same Mike that he's always been.
So, I think I've cleared out all the dupes. I have to clean out my gear again. Wait, there's one dupe there. Ah, now I have room for the go-go juice. This is so bad. I have too many individual pieces of gear.
Also, you know what? If I was actually gonna do Battleborn again, I would get rid of the item level completely.
Holy sh!
RDC Grand Pounders, I already know I have that one. We got that one today. I had a dupe
I
of
would
that today.
The whole thing with item level is just completely pointless to me. Like it's an
I
arbitrary.
think it's fine to have in as something like in your bank as something you acquire, but in PvP they all need to be the same level, regardless of what role you got.
Well, and the idea I think they had was that they want to be able to if you want to have a cheap cheap to activate low low. Like, you can either go for high... Like, if I was going to keep it in there, I'd either...
I thought about that until I realized that you couldn't have every piece of gear in your bank. I was going to keep one of every high roll and low roll in my gear.
And even finding minimum roll stuff is... finding min roll stuff is harder to find than max roll stuff.
Yeah.
Min roll is crazy, because it's just so freaking rare. I think I actually was going through it, and, you have a roughly 50% chance, to get a max roll just outright.
Mm-hmm.
But, the remaining stuff is...
Very
I have
random.
to wonder. Yeah, I have to wonder if there what their RNG system for that is.
That'd be fun to look at it.
Whether it rolls 4 times and then takes the high, it takes the highest 2, kind of thing.
28 Ghost Zone. Also, Ghost Zone. I'm gonna post a link in the chat there. I usually also have that one on my screen. I don't actually have it on my OBS right now, but that one is if you ever need a guide for Battleborn, we actually have it linked in the Discord. Every piece of gear is on there. It has lore, everything like that. So if you ever need help with Battleborn and there's not a person to help you, like on Discord we have the Battle School, but if there's not someone around, a lot of your questions can be answered on the Lola Dev website.
As long as you know what to search for.
Yes. Well, I mean, if he knows he's looking for lore, then he's going to go to the lore section. If he's looking for gear, he's going to go to the gear section. That kind of thing.
And
Well,
of course, on Discord, we also have the bots that help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a bot on there that will. If basically you can search for gear on there that uses his website and all kinds of cool stuff.
It's kind of what I'm talking about. It's like some of those like so what's the best gear to use? It's like low line site won't tell you the best gear to take for a character.
Right.
That's like what most people tend to be. They're not looking for the raw data. They're looking for the
intrinsic.
Well, they're looking for the data that's been sifted through. They're looking for the useful data.
And that's what I wanted to do with my Battleborn 101 videos. I guess I should probably put that on the screen as well. Let me I need to like hot link that too, so I have that. Let me go to the media sharing, I think it was, or promotions. Yeah, promotions. Copy. And then here's another link. This is for Battleborn 101. There's 3 videos in the series right now that go over like PvP gear in general, and then just again the basic game in general, so you kind of know what to expect. Which with more videos to come in the future. Just right now, those are the only ones I have out.
So thus far, I'm opening all my core packs right now.
Mm-hmm.
I started off with I think 19,000, just under 19,000 credits.
Mm-hmm.
And after opening all those packs that we had, I still have like 20 something core packs to go, which they're core packs. So we're not going to give you much in the way of credits. I've got 100K. So all that got about 80K credits.
I am at 80,000 credits from what I started with right now, so I'm not gonna quite make it. Actually, well, closer to 90,000 credits from what I opened today, and I still have 2 more legendary packs I think left. One or 2.
And I just got a junk roll orbital tracking spike, which honestly I think was a pretty good legendary. It's an interesting one.
Standing still, yeah, great for marquee.
Well, it doesn't require you to stand still because it's the slower.
It used to require standing still.
Yeah, well, I think that change was very necessary because it was like, why would you stand still? That just makes you easy to hit.
I mean, it's fine if you're in a pug match or if you're in PvE, because they're aimbotting you on PvE anyway.
Well, even in PvE, you still want to move around just to not die. Just to avoid, because if you stand still, you will get shot in the face.
I'm getting rid of all of these greens that I'm never going to use.
Even if you're a sniper going against bots, you do not want to stay still.
Because
I do. PvE, I kill them faster. Like I can more reliably land crits if I'm standing still. Like it's a huge difference. So it's just like, all right, well I kill them now. I'm not going to die. Well, that's the thing though. Is using a controller, you actually use movement. The movement stick in addition to the looking stick to line up crits.
I know, but I'm like in PvE on controller WASD, I can circle strafe anything while getting crits on with my keyboard and mouse.
Yeah, that's the thing on keyboard and mouse. You have so much independent, like you don't have the kind of like movement accuracy for like platforming with WASD, and you don't have the speed accuracy, but you have so much accuracy for a shooter with the mouse.
Yeah.
So
and honestly, my thing is, I've gotten used to because you can actually change your speed, mid run, or while you're in midair. Like you can, you can't control like. Am I going 0, 10%, 20%, 30%? You can I can stop midair and then just do backwards.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have that level of velocity control, but I can still get close enough. And I think the really important thing is accuracy is where the importance is.
Mm-hmm.
Is with aiming. I got a Finiskian wrench.
I got one of those.
Yeah, I really wish the wrenches, the legendary wrenches weren't as bad as they are.
Like one free buildable every 3 minutes. That'd be nice.
Well, not even that would be kind of cool. But I'm talking because even if it was or imagine if the Arcship Raiders wrench applied to all which is boost attack damage and damage reduction of buildables by 30%. That right there would be money. If all of them made like the fitness game regen 25% chance to deal 50% damage to enemies, buildables. Which that's pretty good. That's like a 12.5% increase in damage for your buildables. That's actually really good. It's not worth a legendary slot just because it's not worth a legendary slot. Oh yeah, and the henchman's capacitor gives shield strength to shield strength to your buildables when you build or upgrade them. Like not really useful.
Not until it's all free.
No, it does give a shield to your weak buildables, but 100 shield isn't that much for something that will just sit there and take it to the face.
Yeah. Anything that powers up the buildables isn't really useful because buildables are only effective as long as they're ignored. Like they're only good against minions.
Well, but if it was the Archship Raiders wrench, if that 30% increase to damage and DR of buildables would be awesome. Although I do find it ironic that the Archship Raiders wrench is in the operation with the least buildables.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you don't see something wrong with this. The
they
weird...
probably were theming it with Toby because he builds stuff. They're like, oh, we need to give him a wrench.
And I get that, but of course, there's a lot of times I really wish that I had been able. I really wish they'd brought players in to playtest, experienced players in to playtest the ops. Because then you could be well, why didn't you add some turrets to the Demon Bear room?
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, yes, please.
I'm so there's already way more shards than you can
shake stick at.
There's a lot of shards, but nothing to very little to spend them on in the Montana ops, and it's add some excuse me, add some loot crates so that there's more than just the very end crates here.
And of course, while Mike's does have a few buildable locations in the boss fight room, they don't have very many shards to give you during that.
Yeah, well, Mike Ops is weird because there's plenty of stuff to buy, but there's not much to spend. And part of that's because they don't have any large shards. I would have loved to have had have some large shards spawn in there.
All right, I didn't get any new legendaries from my legendary loot packs. I think I got 2 new legendaries out of the 7 legendaries I got today, and I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, actually, I'm at 121 now, so I probably got, 5? What did I get? I got...
Okay,
we got the go-go juice, that was 1.
I only have faction packs and the legendary packs left to open, so I'm going to open up the faction packs first.
Are they faction packs or they're commander packs?
Well, commander and factions.
Okay. Yeah, I tend to call them faction packs or commander packs.
Oh, it's because I got a couple, I think I got 2 lore legendaries today, that's what that was. I was like, why did I have more legendaries?
I just got a legendary from a Eldred commander pack.
Which one?
Yeah.
Eye of the Storm.
Nice.
Oh yeah, the Demon Bear one. That's a nice one.
I'm still missing most of the operations ones.
Dude, Eye of the Storm took me forever to get. I don't know why.
I did not even have Eye of the Storm. That was my first one.
Eye of the Storm took me forever to get for some reason.
Now to clear all of the skins that I got. I think I got more new skins and taunts than I did legendaries, actually. I got 18. 18 new skins and taunts.
It's because you leveled up a bunch of characters, wasn't it?
No, I cleared those while we were playing. These are all from packs. They're all the colored skins that I was missing.
Oh, all those? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got a white skin for Amber or something like that. The lavender skin for Boulder. The UPR ones and the Eldred ones I got a lot of because I never played them.
I've gotten the Wario skin for El Dragon and for Yandy, I think it was. The yellow and purple.
Oh, I've heard they got the Lakers skin because those are the Lakers colors.
I always call it the Wario skin because, you know, Wario's old
Yeah.
costume was those purple pants with the yellow
Yellow
shirt.
shirt, yeah. Though, in my mind, that's like the Wario would be purple with yellow accents, not
I got
yellow
4
with purple
things for
accents.
Pendles. I got both of his taunts and 2 skins. So there's only two regular skins you can get from the regular
All right,
packs,
so
right?
I got from all of that, I got about 90k credits.
And I am officially like almost exactly like 90,000 credits that I got in total.
Trying to open my 5 Magnus packs.
So another character I like the green and brown skin.
I just got Eccentric Orbit.
Oh, nice, nice. That's my
That's a
favorite
really
Amber
good
taunt.
one.
Yeah.
That is a really good one. So I'm that makes me quite happy.
Sorry,
I think they also changed the drop rates of the Magnus
It
packs.
seems like they upped that a lot, based
I
on
think
what
they upped it
people
a
have said
shit ton.
since the last time people bought like mounts of packs.
Yeah, I bought
Oh!
4 Magnus packs when they finally allowed you to buy it with credits, and I only gotten 1 skin out of the 4.
I just got Wrath's Borderlands skin.
Nice.
Oh,
0.
Yeah.
I'm excited for
trick.
Battleborn Day specifically, so when I spend all these credits on Magnus Pats to see if I get any of those on PC. On PS4, I fully expect to get a lot of credits back, which is going to be disappointing.
So I just got 2 things that I was really looking forward to, so that makes me happy. All right.
You look at Boulder's
Eccentric-
ring. It's in his branch arm. Like it's half of it's clipping through one of his branches.
Boulder. Oh well, yeah, it is. Wow.
I'm going
His
through and
bracer?
looking at all the bracelets.
Yeah, the bracers or the bracelets. Kelvin's is kind of a Kelvin's is on his left hand, which is kind of
Because it's the smaller one.
yeah. That's the only one that will actually fit on. Melka's it's right in her elbow. That's kind of weird. Miko, that's okay. Miko's in the leading forearm.
Even Cleese is on his arms. I kind of expect Cleese. I'm surprised they didn't put it on like some characters, like a helmet, like a hat. That's funny.
Yeah. Okay. So what can you so why is Ambra's bracer on her left arm, which is like the bracer arm, not the right arm, which actually has like doesn't have a massive bracer? It's kind of weird.
Somebody wasn't paying attention.
speaking of Cleese, I'm sort of surprised that they didn't decide to have fun with the boost bracer and sort of make a little crown out of it, have it around his head.
That's what Natsu just said. Oh, hey, Caldarius is actually like on his wrist.
Yeah.
He's got that really long wrist.
Yeah. Well, that's the thinnest part of his arm. His gauntlets are pretty thick.
Yeah.
You can't see poor
Okay.
Atticus's in here because you can't see his ankle. Like it doesn't come through.
Oh, wow. I just opened up a generate commander pack and I got a lunatic stew front and it's a max roll.
G.
That's
G.
good. Lunatic Stew is a really good one. Lunatic Stew is amazing.
Yeah, because the one I had before was 8.3 sprint speed, and this one is the 9.8 sprint speed.
Yeah. No, the Lunatic Stew is really good because it has like the ones that have like 3 stats on them is really good. Isaac has it on his left wrist. It's kind of weird. Oh, that's there's clipping issues with Kid Ultra's wristband when he's in a static position.
Whiskey 2. It goes into his like what is it? His scrap launcher.
Yeah.
His grenade launcher. Sorry.
Cleese's sleeves are so puffy, it eats it up.
Yeah, that's the problem with Cleese. They needed to scale it up.
Marquis did it right. Phoebe. Let's see. Benedict. It's fine. Ernest.
Oh, that's not his wrist, by the way, Caldarius. That's his forearm.
It's his forearm, isn't it?
Yeah, you said it was his wrist because it was so long.
Well, he has a really long wrist. It's kind of like,
No, his wrist is in between his forearm and his.
Yeah, I got you.
Hand
Well, that's
plate.
like it's like I don't know. That's kind of
There's
like
actually no space there. It clips all the time. I would know because when I'm wearing the costume, it gets caught on that piece all the time.
Well, because it's like that's like it's like where it's because it's closer to his wrist than his elbow. It's like its forearm is kind of
Just a little bit. Like if he bends his arm to 90 degrees, it's probably halfway the distance.
Yeah.
So the inside of his elbow is half.
So Galt has it on his wrist because it's giant. Montana has it on his ankle.
Every single Applian except for Galt has it on their leg. You know, just all the big boys. Atticus, Montana, and Eldragon all have them on their legs.
Pendles has it on his wrist or forearm.
Well,
And it's so tiny on Montana's ankle too. It looks like they actually scaled it down for Montana's ankle.
I can't see it on Reyna.
I can't see it
It's on her
Benny.
right elbow.
Like I'm not seeing it all on her right elbow.
Yeah, it's right behind her cuff on her elbow. If you rotate them really quickly, you can see the streak. And you can trail that back to
I'm not seeing it at all. That's weird.
change characters and make it reload. It may not be loading on her.
That's why it's weird to me.
Yeah, go make it load like 5 other characters because then it will unload Reyna and then come back.
It doesn't show on Vampire, but it shows on the other skins.
Ooh, let me pull that up. I want to see that.
That's what I was about to
turns
say.
it off. Vampire turns it off.
It does the same
you're
for Benedict.
right.
Drake from the North.
Interesting.
It doesn't work.
Oh, we need to report these bugs. We found bugs.
Yeah, like they're gonna actually fix them.
I mean
Pretty
we still
much,
need to report them because you can put that on your resume. Report them. Put them on your resume.
Yeah, because it's
Look
not
at-
like they don't already.
Search my name in the bug database. You'll see all the bugs I reported.
Yeah, I've already done that though.
I know, but you know what I'm saying. It's adding on top of it.
Well, they already know me as the guy that finds all these weird errors.
But you still need to do it, so you have more evidence. I want to look
it
through
doesn't
every
show
skin
them.
now to see if any of them break it. That has to be a setting, like on the skins that they have to select, like add into the skin, if that's something that just got forgotten, because there's no other way that would get overridden, right?
Well, I mean, yeah.
Maybe.
I don't think there's any other way that could get overwritten.
My thing is, it might be like they might have to like.
Maybe it's a tier 3 skin. They have to add it.
but I think it's a tier 3 thing.
Okay. I want to check
Because
Marquis swimwear then.
There aren't that many tier 3 skins.
There aren't. Does changing normal models count? Normal meshes?
That's because Marquis swimwear would change the.
Yeah. Marquis is
well-
3rd tier. Let me check.
Marquis is
Swimwear.
tier 3. There's
It
also
does take it off! It does!
So
Oh, what about Shane's?
That's what I was gonna go check Shane.
Oh, the balloon skin.
Fun and games. Fun and
It
games does take it off. So tier
all
3 skins
tier
remove
3
it.
skins break it. I'm gonna look at Atticus's.
Which one? Atticus has one?
The wood skin.
Think it's the woods. I don't know, because it has sound on that one, but you can barely see his ring to begin with. That's the problem. You can't see his ring.
That's right. Wrath has a tier 3 as well. That's the ice cream
All
skin.
of the well, even the zero skin too.
Oh,
Zero skin kept it, I think.
Let me check.
Yeah, it does.
Oh.
Zero skin keeps it, but
The desserts one
Desserts,
doesn't.
Ice cream
Just
does
Desserts
not.
does not.
Maybe it was on that specific season of because the ice cream skin came out with the Fun and Games, right? Or around that same time. I wonder if there was
Yeah.
one person that did all that messed that up, and they didn't realize it was a problem.
Libre takes it off. No, does Libre leave it on?
It's
Or
on
no?
his ankle.
Yeah, I'm checking. Well, Libre shrinks it for some reason. Like I was just checking, like Libre. It actually.
Oh yeah, it does. That's weird.
It shrinks it. That might be what it is. It might shrink it on accident.
On all of them. You think
all those like
they all have a
it's
modification? Someone copied the the script?
Because I don't think it's a script. I think it's probably like that they shrunk like because all of those tier 3 skins we're talking about are ones that have model changes. And so it might be that when they were doing that, they changed some part of the skeleton.
The skeleton wouldn't have changed if the the mesh is all that would have changed, and that's what I'm thinking is that. So remember, Jithri said that adding in like a new title is copying script. They basically have it as copy and paste. I'm pretty sure skins are the exact same thing, where they copy and paste and then they add in the assets that replace all of the copy and paste, like all of the what is the scripting in UDK called, or U4?
I can't remember what it's called
like
specifically.
not Kismet, it used to be Kismet. So basically they copy the scripting over that would be in Kismet and Unreal, and then they just change all of the assets where all of those point to. And I think
Thunderbird gets rid of it.
Yeah,
as does Drake from the North.
I have a feeling that these skins got overlooked either because someone did it who wasn't familiar with it at the time. Like they may have changed hands, and that person either only worked on it for that amount of time for those skins, because all of those skins are from the same time period.
No,
are they not?
Drake from the North, and Thunderbird are from different time frames.
Were they both? Are they both missing them?
Both. I'm checking it now. Drake from the North and Thunderbird are both actually change it.
We'll have to look up the dates on these and see if there's a time frame that they fit in between that is small enough.
They're from all over, and the only thing I figured is it's tier 3. It's all the tier 3 skins. The actual explicitly listed as.
We have to. Well, that's just it. Is so on Benedict. Let me go to Benedict really quick. So on his Drake from the North, his eyebrows are tier 3. I don't know anything on Thunderbird that is tier 3. I'm pretty sure that's a tier 2 skin. They would have changed the normal maps, but that is it. Because the only thing that changes is the normal maps on like his pants and his wings. But that is basically a retexture. There is no change on his. Interesting.
Well, Drake from the North, they changed I don't know.
Yeah, Drake from the North is tier 3. His eyebrows have a model change.
Thunderbird
does not.
The crest also. Yeah.
Okay, I just opened up an Eldred Commander pack, and I got 2 legendary.
Oh, nice!
Yeah, it can happen. It's really rare, but it can happen.
Technically, it's possible to get legendaries in every single slot of gear that you could get.
It's just extremely rare.
Because each one is that percentage.
Okay, one was automatic, which is actually weaker than the one I have, and the other one is the Nails and Rails.
Oh, I hate you.
You needed that one?
Nails on Rails and an Eldred? That's a UPR.
Yeah.
That's a UPR.
Yeah, UPR. Alright, so I guess it's a UPR pack, but still.
Well, no, was it a UPR pack or was it an Eldred pack? Like, what are the 2 legendaries you got?
Let's see, the other one was the automatic, which I think is UPR, so...
Yeah, it was, okay, yeah, like, that sounds more like a UPR.
So 2 UPR legendaries.
Okay, because like, there's been some debate between Lowlines and myself as to whether a faction pack can actually drop stuff from legendaries from a different faction. He says it can because...
It's technically possible?
He says it can because it's actually like coded in there that it actually isn't that. I'm like, it's impossible because it can only drop things of this faction. Like,
there's the other thing too that
it was a UPR.
While Lowlines has said that it's possible for these things to happen, in other instances he has said that it's also possible that his information is always incorrect because they can change things on the server side and it not be represented in the game files. So that kind of overrides it.
Oh, and I recognize that, but there
well, I mean, just like from the standpoint, he can't claim like he can't say both. He can say this is what the information says from my end, and then That's all I can do is represent the information I have as best as possible.
See, does Tiny Tina change it? Tiny Tina is a tier 3 skin, definitely, but
It
it
is.
keeps the.
But it's
but
a
it
new
keeps the-
skin. J3
Yeah,
did
but
those.
J3
I have a feeling. Well, you know, there was
J3
like 5
actually-
people, so it was one of
Yeah.
those 5 people, and we know one person was working on gear.
Well, but they were all sharing a lot of the work.
Well,
though. Like,
but
you
they
actually-
had like quote unquote a gear person.
the 2 gear people.
Was it 2? Oh yeah, 2 gear people that were sitting over on that desk.
That stalwartly refused to believe that I had every legendary.
Yeah. Oh, that's not possible. Nobody could have every legendary.
You can't.
Several
have every
people
legendary,
have every legendary.
Well, at that time, I was the only one that. And it
I'm
was
pretty
like-
sure there are people who are not a part of the community, like vocally, who have every legendary that are just that dedicated and just do not socialize.
But the issue with that is it takes a lot of fucking work.
Yeah, you did it. Why can't you soloed so many ops missions? What makes you think that there's not somebody out there who
That's
spent
true, but-
Fatty, who has so many hours on Battleborn? What do you think he's doing all those hours? He's not sitting in queue all day, although most of the time he is sitting in queue. I'm just saying.
But because the thing is also it's also like that because I have people that play a lot and they don't do all the weird gear obsession stuff.
Yeah,
so.
but I think that it is. I know that there are other people who have said that they have every legendary. We know this. Black, right? Was it Black or was it somebody else?
Black has said he has all of them, but he has never proven it. And this is Black we're talking about.
He's a toxic player in the first place. So I don't
Yeah,
think
but
he's
I'm just saying, like, you're not the only person with that religion. Like, there's
What was the other guy?
who's
There was the other guy. There was the other guy that's competing with me.
yes, yeah, him, yeah, that guy.
Although his point is he never completed his list.
Yes, isn't he
Like,
shy like 3 or something 4?
He was shy like 3, but he went deep hard on it. Like he was really into it. Like he abused systems to do this. Like he did.
I mean, you did too. When it was dropping legendaries from every single ops pack, you did that.
Yes, I did. Well, I'm talking about like he did like loot booster stuff. Like he did like one of the things that got him to quit was when he saved up like 100 packs of like from loot booster farming of like every faction, waited for the ops to drop, and then opened them all. Like he did stuff like that. Like he did that kind of stuff, and that's pretty. Like there aren't that many people that are that intense about it.
Okay.
Although I still laugh at that he was very much so like, you know, it's like I'm the Vegeta to your Goku.
Okay.
Because I was very much like, dude, I don't like I'm doing this for me, not to beat you. Like if I beat you, okay, that's fun, but I still want you to do it. It's not who gets there first. It's I want us both to accomplish this as quickly as possible.
I got another legendary.
What'd you get?
From a legendary pack, and it's one I never had before.
What is it?
Dr. Fist medic bag.
Oh, Dr.
Only
Fist.
good on Miko.
Yep, sadly, because they were they increased the duration to 10 seconds.
But none of the other healers have a reliable way of continuing to, like, I mean, Amber.
Alani can. Alani.
What is
Amber can.
Alani gonna do?
Oh no, because Dr. Fist is Alani can do it by using her right click here.
Continually wellspringing.
Wellspring or using a Riptide heal or using emergency heal. Alani can do it.
Which isn't good. Like, none of those options are good for her because she could be attacking in the time frame she's sitting there wellspringing.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
That is very true. And Miko can get it with
Miko's doing it by what he's doing. What Miko does best.
Well, Miko can do. I can't remember if it was Miko can do that off of Miko
he can do it with his heal beam. He can do it with area of effect biosynthesis. He can do it with his hat.
I'm trying to remember if he can do it with the ult though.
His hat will do it.
Some of those effects are weird because it's like some of the legendary effects have to trigger from you, not from something you create. There's really weird like tiny stupid idiosyncrasies in a lot of these.
I think technically Umbra can do it as long as you have that helix for resupplying the sun.
Yeah, but no one uses that. Well, no, because Umbra, because you have to overheal, and her
sunspots will not heal things that are fully healed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, like the only way I could see Umbra doing it would be
The leech
with
helix.
would be the ceremonial sacrifice,
Yeah.
where she can sacrifice her own healing for her own HP, which that's a terrible helix. Seriously,
But if you don't
Yeah.
have the mutation, it's the next best thing.
I still think I'd rather have the increased lifesteal than that healing, just because
I don't know what the other option is.
Okay, so the three options
It's just
are,
not being able to heal your teammates at all except for regular sunspots.
well, so ceremonial sacrifice is you take 30% of the you take 30% of the damage is healing.
Mm-hmm.
So for every 10 you heal, you take 3. There's stellar ritual, which is you can heal your sunspots, and then there's blood drive, which increases your lifesteal by 15%. Which by default it's 30%, so that's a 50% increase in lifesteal for Staff of Radiance, which is pretty good. That actually like increases the lifesteal by a lot. So I would rather go with blood drive than ceremonial sacrifice, especially with the short cooldown. Especially with the short cooldown on sunspot.
You know, I'm interested in something.
What?
If you run the violent endoskeletal graft green, the attack damage plus attack speed for 5 seconds after landing a melee hit, plus the attack speed version with attack speed on a melee hit, on Caldarius, does his sword become better than his gun? So you run 2 bonus attack speeds on melee hit. So you run 2 cheap pieces of gear. I mean, that doesn't necessarily make it better to use his gun or his sword because you're in range. You just get melted.
Well, the problem is his arm blade is so much
melee.
worse. It is, but it's so much worse than his basic attack.
It does like 200 damage a thing.
But the swing is so slow compared to his attack and reload.
That's what I mean. Both of those increase attack damage and attack speed. Let me. Well, the green one. Oh, I didn't save that. Darn it. Hang on. Let me go through and I actually want to try that.
Okay.
The next time we get a chance, I want to try that.
Here's the other thing I have to point out: is that the attack damage you're still getting, the attack speed you're still getting, are gonna buff your gun as well.
But they're only for 5 seconds after a melee attack.
No. The only benefit to the melee attack is gonna be if you're using the melee only procs.
That's what I mean. The green.
But
you wouldn't pick the blues that have that as an option. Like after it doesn't even have the melee thing.
But so like if you're talking about like with these 2 pieces of gear, make it better than Caldarius' gun without any gear, maybe. With these 2 pieces of gear,
well, even with those active, you still have the reload speed to factor in, which it might be better, but
his reload speed is super fast.
I mean, it's fast, yes, but
Caldarius has like some of the fastest reload in the game.
Yes, I agree, but it's still a reload.
But the difference between the DPS of his basic attack and his DPS of his alt fire is massive. Like especially when you factor in crits, because his arm blade can't crit for shit.
Natsumi, you might hate me, but I got another max roll combat game.
I don't know if I have it on here. I honestly don't.
Go check it out.
I don't really use it. Does that one have quotations or no? No, I have it on here.
Yes, it does. It's yes. Yeah. Well, what did you expect to happen?
0.92. I have a 0.92 version.
I'm
sorry, Ghost. Don't feel ignored.
Is it still 140?
Yeah, I have all 5 of the Borderlands skins on PS4 Ghost Zone.
Is Comeback King still 140 when it's not I-100?
I think it's isn't it 110 or something like that?
I don't know.
Mine's 122. You're asking about the tertiary effect, right? Yeah, mine's 122.
Yeah. The legendary effect. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was asking, like, does a legendary effect scale? Because on some of the legendaries, their legendary effect doesn't scale. Based on level level.
Yeah, some of the tertiary effects don't change.
Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and buy some Magnus packs and see what happens.
Yeah, let us know what you get.
I think I won't be able to buy much. Looks like only 3 in total. So let's see.
Are we gonna do anything?
I'm not
Coins
sure.
and one epic
Keitru
item.
just went AFK.
Yeah, I know that.
I was just about to get off if we weren't going to do anything.
Okay, I got coins, 1 epic item, and 2 common.
Okay, so you got something you already had.
Yeah. No skins or anything like that from that first one. I'm going to sell this stuff and then we'll open up second. Alright, I forgot all these have flare cores.
What other games do I play, Ghost Zone? So you already mentioned, I think, P5, or someone in chat mentioned P5. I'm actually in the future, during the daytime, going to be playing Ark on Saturdays and Sundays, and then at night, Battleborn, Saturdays and Sundays. We're also playing, we started Demon Souls this week, which is, it's going to be a struggle, I can tell you right now. We've struggled already.
Oh! I got a Isaac skin.
Which one?
Looks like purple and blue.
Oh, one of the Magnus skins.
Yes.
Okay, good. I finally fixed all my gear loadouts that I broke by getting better rolls of things I already had.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
I had to do it though because I know I had bad rolls on some of them.
I know, but I think I hate when that happens because it's like, you know, or what's weird is that like you know that the bank, when it's looking at your loadouts, it doesn't look at your flare on there. Like I have had stuff that like I will delete something without I will delete a duplicate of the same stats, same item level that has no flare on it, and it will, you know, because I had 2 of those, and it will put the one it will replace it with in the loadout is one with flare.
Oh yeah, that's a known glitch. Yeah.
Like, that is so weird to me. Alright, so, are we ready to start going again?
Yeah, we were just asking about that. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Is Claw coming back, or is Lars there?
Lars is here. He was actually asking if we were doing anything.
Was Lars trying to tell me outright, tell me, and, you know...
He's going to bed because it's 4 a.m. for him, or 3 a.m. Yeah, 4 a.m.
I was gonna say... He's gonna tell me, you know, say yes, no, I'm not there.
Yeah, that was about. Oh yeah.
You know him so well.
It's like, hey, is this person here? No. And is that person saying it? No, I am not here.
Well, it's funny, isn't it? Though, and original as well.
Oh yes, really original.
Hey, don't judge me.
I'm judging.
Well, I don't give
So
you the right to.
judgmental. So judgmental. Claw, you're so happy to have the Pentastrike, aren't you?
Why not?
You're like,
Fair,
oh,
I
I've been
might
waiting
as
for
well
so
have that.
long.
Are we doing this again tomorrow as well, or no? Like, or in the morning?
Maybe if we can find the people, because I think that the primary limiter is whether we'll find the people for it.
All right. Well, I'll be on in the morning. You're over in the EU, Ghost? Yeah.
I'll go ahead and put on this title instead.
Well, you could loot the Pentastrike. I was just kind of commenting, like, literally the first title you put on there after you get it is Pentastrike.
Yeah.
So that was fun though. I liked the chillness of it.
It was very chill.
I'm just goofing around, being weird, kind of, just having fun.
Let's see, I still need to kill 60 minions and kill 2 peacekeepers.
Yeah, I'm gonna play 2 rogues in 2 matches.
I have to kill 300 minions, so...
Oh, good God.
Well, it's a weekly.
I guess that would be easier on Tobi's
Algorithm.
Yeah, just algorithm.
Yeah.
You get like
algorithm.
60 per run, right?
More than that, over 100.
Oh wow.
And if you farm Isaac.
Oh, for
Isaac
the
boss fight
bots.
where you set-
The bots.
with the bots. Yeah.
Nice. I never thought about that.
Well, I need to kill minions as well, so I guess we could do algorithm runs if we wanted to.
Nah.
No, because
I'd rather do it-
we would all be trying to farm minions, because I would play Eldragon and try and Dragon Splash him.
Yeah, if you're gonna do that, you're just better off doing it solo, just
Yeah.
so that you're not stealing anyone else's kills.
Yeah.
What bothers me is it says minion with the lowercase, which should be the minion rank, not minion uppercase, which would be the minion faction.
Mm-hmm.
It should be minion faction. That bugs me so much.
Yeah, I think we're
because
ready.
They even count elite bots as minions.
There was
Do we
only
have
There was only one person who wanted to join, and they don't have a loot booster, and
That's
they
fine.
haven't responded right now. So when they respond, if they respond, they can come join. Otherwise, it's just gonna be the 4 of us against a bot.
Yeah. And of course, if Lucigi wants to join, then Lucigi's up for it. So.
Are they
Well,
renowned?
Lucy said that
Well,
she
no,
won't be back. for so long.
Lucigi's been gone
Yeah,
for a couple
family
hours.
dinner. Yeah, let's do the
So-
thing. You're from the Netherlands. I've been there before, Ghost. I rode some bikes while I was in Europe, in the Netherlands.
Oh, I used to live in Belgium, and we visited the Netherlands multiple times. I spoke Dutch.
I went to Belgium for a day too. I didn't live there.
I will admit I have an emotional attachment to Belgium because I used to live there when I was extremely young. Even though apparently everyone in Belgium, or everyone in Europe, shits on Belgium all the fucking time.
I like Belgium. They have the best chocolate, in my opinion. I don't like Swiss chocolate.
Belgium does dark chocolate, Swiss does milk chocolate.
Yep. I like dark chocolate better than milk chocolate. Easy.
I'm the other way around. I cannot stand the taste of dark chocolate.
I like high cacao. I like 80% chocolate.
The weird thing for me is I'm usually not a big fan of bitter things. So it's odd that I enjoy dark chocolate.
Well, I think it's because it's bittersweet, not just bitter. It's bittersweet.
Well, I mean, I don't like coffee. And that's bitter when you throw a bunch of sugar in it.
That's true.
Bitter
Although yeah.
Oh, is that one of your new skins?
Which one?
That watermelon Atticus, the blue,
Yeah.
purple, red.
That's a Magnus skin.
I know, but I was like, is that the new one you got?
Yeah, it is. It's disgusting, but
Oh, we're
yeah,
fighting a
it's not like-
Beatrix too. I haven't fought a Beatrix bot in a while. Is she any good? Like, if she can
Man,
land
I should have
crits.
I should have picked a dragon.
Also, D&D,
Aw.
what are you doing over there? That looks... Oh, look, another Magnus skin whiskey. There you go. You guys
I
got
know,
the same
I
one.
I
Skinnergies?
I
Yeah, it's Skinnergized. Oh, I would love to see an entire Skinny G team of Magnus packs.
Energy collectors to
You never
earn
seen
points for
taunt
defending the
canceling?
collectors from enemy forces.
I have, but not on that particular skin where she's, like, rubbing her butt.
that particular taunt.
That taunt, sorry.
3,
It's been a while.
2,
That's late.
1.
We've been up for several hours playing just this game. Over and over.
The first team to reach 1,000 points.
I think I'm gonna have to go on PS4 and do some PvP after this and, like, kind of clear my head. Just be like, you know what? I need to actually do something productive with my brain
I might
This has been very productive.
in a different
Yeah,
way,
sure.
in a very repetitive and robotic way.
Secured.
No.
Well, in a casual way. It's been just kind of, although I will admit
I
that
mean, I
you were
try to
doing
be
the-
efficient.
Secured.
Yeah, well, you were also doing the utterly weird, obsession
Lore.
over
Yeah, Benedict. Oh god.
Boomsday. The Boomsday, the worst possible way to do Boomsday.
Oh yeah. That,
I mean, it was
don't get
2,
it.
not 1 per match. That's only the second worst possible way.
It's still in capture rather than any other mode that has multiple minions.
Yeah, but why won't you go on the algorithm? You take the swarmers.
Yeah,
and
swarmers.
Bang,
Yeah.
it's done.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna
You
play
would
it.
be done-
So there.
You would be done so much faster doing it any other
I don't
way.
want to. That's just it, though. I don't play Battleborn for like individual things. I play it with other people, so I have to opportunize. Like
Actually, I would-
if I'm
I would-
gonna I have the opportunity to play with people on PS4. So why would I play with you guys on PC? Like alone on Why would I play alone on PC? That's what I meant to say.
I would actually run algorithm. I would run other stuff like that with you.
Welcome
Doing
to
PvP
chat,
as a group.
Sabrina. Oh, I'm so happy you're chatting with me. Thank you for the sub earlier. I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
And of course, I will be doing my game stream tomorrow.
Claw had to make sure he got his mention in there.
Well, it's not going to be any type of game that I'm going to be basically playing the Steam version of Secret of Mana on my screen.
Oh, another one, Ghost Zone. We're also playing Deep Rock Galactic now. We've got that one in early access, and we're playing that one. You got... Oh, I was just about to help with that.
Get wrecked.
Dim's Fighting Herds has recently gotten early access, but I had a little bit of issue with the AI.
What's Dem's fighting words?
Dim's Fighting Herds.
Hurt me.
It's basically a fighting game that started out as a My Little Pony fighting game.
Oh,
But,
that one. Okay.
Yeah, Hasbro said no. So.
I remember hearing about that one back when.
Yeah, it took them like 3 years to finally get it out.
Well, I remember. Well, I think it's when they had to change the characters up because there's probably some litigation from Hasbro that stopped it.
Yeah, Hasbro gave them a cease and desist order, so Lauren Foss.
Look. Go ahead.
Lauren Foss, the current lead animator of the My Little Pony.
Showrunner.
And she was the whatchamacallit.
She was the showrunner for it.
Well, she was like the what do you call it? The person who came up with everything.
Yeah.
Her name. Yeah. Well, like she's the one who like pitched to them and everything.
That's the showrunner.
Okay. I've never heard her called that. Like when you watch the show, her name's on the main thing, and they don't call her the showrunner. They use something else.
Showrunner is a term for an executive producer that is also the lead writer.
Okay. It still says something else
also
on the
lead
screen.
animator as well.
Yeah. So like she is in charge.
But she said, well, that's not very fair. So guess what, guys? I'm going to help you by making you some brand new set of characters.
Yeah, that way it's
Really?
not My Little Pony.
Well, I know she's always been really cool with like the community.
Well,
which I always appreciate.
She also has a reason for that, because not only was she in the animation business for a long time, her husband is also in there, and he's been pretty well with his fan base as well.
Well, I think it's an important thing that a lot of like, you know, successful people, like they stop, like they get disdain for the for fan created stuff rather than like appreciation for it.
Well, there's a lot of people lately that have a lot more of a lax outlook on it. Toby Fox, the creator of Undertale, actually liked seeing fan works, and yet his fan base was like, "No, we don't want to see this stuff." And Toby's like, "Just leave it alone. Let them draw what they want."
Well,
Yeah.
part of it has to do with when he's probably not planning on doing anything with the intellectual property of Undertale. That's the thing. Hasbro, because I know a lot about Hasbro from Transformers and years of Transformers. They actually have to pursue some of these intellectual property infringements just to be able to keep rights on them. Because, for instance, they make a lot of third-party toys. They actually have to chase some of these people down, even though people love them and they're not necessarily opposed to them, because they're filling a niche gap that they're not going to make any profit on.
If you stop defending your IP, you lose your IP.
Yeah, so
Actually,
that's...
Toby does have some law-enforced rules in place regarding fan art and all that. They cannot use the Undertale title or anything like that in their works. They're fine drawing the characters as long as he's credited.
That's copyright. That's a copyright thing, not a.
Energy collectors to earn points while defending
That's
the collectors from enemy
it's
forces.
slightly different. It's not an IP issue. It's a copyright thing.
Bay doors opening
When you get into the legality of all this, it gets really fucking weird.
Basically, they're forced to order cease and desist by the lawyers to be able to produce that product in the future, if they ever want to do anything with that name on it again.
Well, and part of my problem is when you actually look at this is the issue I have like with Disney, because Disney is extremely aggressive with their with protecting their IPs. They're one of the reasons why you have to defend your IPs aggressively. But when you actually look at the sociologists have looked at like whether IP actually is good for the industry or good for the community or not, it's pretty much always seems like that strict IP control is bad, because it stops people from having to make new things because they can just keep making the same stuff over and over again.
I feel so
Well,
bad for that bot.
The current IP protection protocols was
Wait,
set
spam
in act by Disney.
I know it was written by Disney
Spam it, Lars.
because it lets them, like, you know, yeah, and like Disney gets, like, you know, every few years Disney gets a re-up on their
Spam the teleport,
on
Lars.
their copyright.
And of course, that's all because Mickey Mouse was going to go into public domain, and Disney didn't want that to happen.
Well, you know what the irony is? Most of Disney's most successful things are actually part of our public domain.
Yeah, like
the Jungle Book, the Disney literally, like the very year that Rudyard Kipling's The Jungle Book went public domain, they made The Jungle Book.
Saw plaid.
Like, the irony in that is where they make money off of public domain stuff, and they actively stop things from entering the public domain, is incredibly ironic.
They're somewhat hypocritical in the way that
they're total hypocrites. They're total monumental hypocrites.
Of course, they're never going to admit that.
Yeah, well, because that would require them to actually, part of that is Disney's run by lawyers.
That's one of the reasons why I was never fond of DeviantArt. It's an art site that's run by businessmen. DeviantArt, still.
Yeah, I think most of us are aware of DeviantArt.
In fact, I used to be on DeviantArt for a while, and then I left it because they actually enacted some rules which actually screwed over the artists that were posting on their site.
That's not surprising in the least. Well, and this is something important to remember, is that, like, if you're not paying for it, you're the product.
Right. And they're pretty much making the art and the artists products to advertise and make money for the site. And I was like, screw you, I'm out of here.
But kind of, it's like, it's kind of one of the old things about, like, when you look at a forum, it's like anything you post in a forum belongs to the forum, not to you. Like, when you actually read the licenses, I was like, the Gearbox forums, like, if you post a character on the Gearbox forums, that doesn't belong to you, that belongs to Gearbox.
Of course, Digimon had Bandai had an interesting thing for Digimon.
What did they do?
They actually had it where it was stated that any type of Digimon, fan or officially made, was basically under rights of Bandai. So basically, even if there was a fan created Digimon that was entirely their idea, Bandai would now own it.
Oh no, yeah, that's actually really common in most places. Like, if you create a character in the Star Wars universe, it's owned by the Star Wars IP. Like, even if it's a completely original character, it's not owned by you. It's owned by them because they own Star Wars. And that's actually a big battle nowadays. Is, are fan created works, should they have some protection from these, from these monolithic companies?
Yeah, and of course there was some things in there that was what was it? The Internet Copyright Protection Act.
Well, and that's why Creative Commons has been so successful, really.
Yeah.
Because it's like anyone can use it. You just have to give me proper credit. And like, big companies really don't like Creative Commons. Big massive companies don't like it because, like, it's saying this stuff belongs to everyone for fair use, not just to one company, and that's it.
And of course, there was one person actually trying to get rid of the Internet Protection Act by putting in a bill called orphaned work, which basically, by the name, would actually entirely take away copyright protection on the internet. Oh, you're all going at it. I guess a mushroom.
I mean, I'm gonna kill that Miko and then use a skill. And put that towards my 200.
We're all going as Big Daddy Addy.
Except for Claw. Who's going to be scratching his butt.
Do I have that skin?
You want to synergize with that?
I do not have the Magna skin for Atticus.
Atticus looks like he's laughing here. Like he's giggling.
Chuckling, more likely.
Yeah.
But of course, the internet neutrality.
Oh, and it's a Joker Miko too.
Oh yeah.
He knows what he's up against.
Your hat is supposed to be green.
Capture and hold energy.
So, but yeah, no,
points while defending the collector.
I am kind of laughing at Ajit Pai because.
Well, you saw the post I posted.
Yeah,
about
I do.
him now being under investigation by the FCC.
Yeah, well, it's just like what really gets me is like when you look at. I still love how like it's obvious to everyone, like even people that are conservatives still support net neutrality. Like that's one of the things. Like the actual people in the U.S. Like when you do any kind of polling, of everyone supports net neutrality. But then you like the FCC thing where like they're like, oh well, half the people were saying they support me. I'm like, except all those were like, were AstroTurf thing. Yeah, like they were all faked from. Was it Pornhub? It was a porn site. Like it was one of these porn sites that had been hacked, and like all like so many of these email addresses that they had were from Pornhub. We're at Pornhub.com. Like, wait, what?
Some people were thinking that Comcast was doing this because they have a history of doing that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Turns out it was AT&T. And they actually have proof of it.
It doesn't surprise me in the least. My point is more so that like the fact that any company was doing it, like that you weren't just.
And of course, it would stand to reason that it would be one of these that are against net neutrality, being Comcast, AT&T, or Verizon doing this sort of thing, because they want to have a monopoly.
Well, yeah, it's just monopoly. Well, but actually, keep in mind, it's not. They say it's not a monopoly because there's multiple companies. Except that it's an oligarchy. It's an oligopoly. Like you have 5 companies that control all the market because they don't compete with each other.
Right, because they divide the U.S. in competitive areas, and the other IPs would stay out of that area.
Well, they divide the area so that, like, okay, like
he's not coming down, you guys.
It's like we divide the area. Like, they divide the area so they do not compete with each other.
We scared the bot.
Yeah.
They have divvied up the territory so they own it, and that's also why it's taken so long for them to even start doing additional infrastructure. That's why the U.S. has the shittiest internet on the planet.
Yeah,
like
in fact,
of any first world nation, the U.S. has the shittiest internet because we've allowed corporations. We've allowed we've decided for some unknown reason that the way to treat internet infrastructure is the way that is as a private commodity, not as a public good.
Yeah, there are some countries where internet is government funded.
Well, in Japan, the nations with the best internet in the world, South Korea, Estonia, and Japan. The one thing all 3 of them have in common is that the government mandates consistent speed increases.
Yeah.
Like if you want to lay down a new line, it mandates that there has to be constant, continual improvement in service.
And of course, South Korea reports to have the best speed over all of them, and they only pay 1/10 of what we pay for our current internet.
Yeah, it's well, and it's also like oh yeah, well, but there's the whole thing with when you look at the ISPs in the US, like, oh well, we don't make that much money, then why are you constantly saying you have record profits? If you're saying, oh, it's too expensive, why are you making money hand over fist?
And of course, these IPs were lobbying government so hard that they made it illegal for private emails, private internets to be made by regular people.
Yeah, no, it's because they lobby because it's cheaper to lobby than to make a better product.
Yeah,
which is the sad but true fact about the U.S. that it's so fucking corrupt that it's cheaper to buy a politician than it is to actually make a better product. Which I still laugh like there was no fiber anywhere. The technology, the tech for fiber had been around for over a decade, and yet no one did fiber till Google outright went and said we're gonna start doing fiber everywhere. And because
I got worried.
And then what? They didn't just get worried. They said, "Oh shit, we need to start actually start laying down fiber." We need to start laying down fiber cables. Google's not like, okay, Google has basically stopped doing the fiber optic cable, but at least got like now in most areas you can find the fiber. Like it's of course the problem is that it costs like $150 to $200 a month. Like it costs an insanely high amount. That it's like, and it's the stupid thing of like it's the weird thing of like there's not like the $5 internet that's like only good for like the bandwidth is so low it's insane. I don't know, it really bothers me. Like the entire system that we have set up for ourselves is fucked up and wrong.
Well, in a way, it's sort of nice to see that Google is one of those companies that is not going to be sort of shitty like the other IPs.
Well, I still like the fact that, do you know what the number one task on Google's corporate mission statement is? Like their actual articles of incorporation.
No.
The absolute first thing Google has to be is don't be evil. I love that. Like
yeah,
Google,
and of course they're one of the companies that are in support of net neutrality, and so they were saying, we're not going to allow you guys to get away with this.
Part of that is because Google doesn't want to have to pay, because people use Google no matter what. Like people are going to keep using Google. Google doesn't want to have to pay so that people will keep using it. Like,
and that's sort of fucked up.
Well, because Google realized that it already has the massive minority. It's like, we provide a better service than anyone else. Like Bing uses Google searches, which was just hilarious. It's like no one allows, and so Google's like, why should we have to pay more for you? And it was like, because we're not. Well, like, we don't need to protect. We don't need to pay money to protect our monopoly, because we just provide such a good service that no one else bothers using it.
And of course, Netflix is also against the repeal of net neutrality. They actually had to pay Comcast once before for this type of bullshit.
Well, that gets kind of funny actually, because when Netflix first came around, they were extremely pro net neutrality.
Collector B
when
secure.
They
Collector A
achieved
secure.
their insane, their basic monopoly over streaming, they actually weakened their position and said, you know what, it's no longer that important to us.
Yeah.
It was only whenever Disney started, like amassing IPs to be able to, and then has said they're going to try to make a direct-to-consumer product. They're trying to create a Disney streaming service. Disney is large enough that they could actually use anti-net neutrality rules to break Netflix because they're big enough. They're big enough. They're popular enough. Disney could actually break Netflix if these things were around. So Netflix is it's when that happened that Netflix actually went, you know what, we're reaffirming our commitment to net neutrality.
And they only go with it as long as it suits them for their purpose.
Well, and part of the reason why is it is a business, and net neutrality would have been bad for Netflix, because net neutrality is good for consumers, but it's bad for the businesses, because it's bad for the established businesses. It's good for new businesses, because net neutrality means that there's no, like, it reduces the upfront cost of getting a service going, because you don't have to like buy bandwidth. So you don't have to buy superior bandwidth. And of course, I love the argument of the one of the classic of it's not a fast lane and a slow lane. It's a normal lane and a fast lane. I'm like, that's what a fast lane and a slow lane is.
Yeah, they're comparative to each other. If you don't have anything slower than the normal lane, then it's automatically slow because it's slower than the fast lane.
Well, and of course, and you're talking about it's like as you develop, they have no impetus to continue developing the slow lane. They're only going to do the fast lane because that's where their money comes from. And it's like I have to wonder, like, people don't even realize why. Like, of course, the sad thing is that most of the congressmen that vote on these things have no fucking clue what they're talking about.
Well, of course, now at least we have like a majority of votes of senators going against the repeal of net neutrality, just because so many people were saying
Well,
we
but-
are not
what-
going to accept this.
Well, because of that, it's because, and the main reason is because it is a net neutrality has become an issue that both sides of the actual that everyone agrees on in the country. The politicians are getting paid by who are getting paid by the corporations disagree with it because whatever. But people say what, this is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Like people on conservatives, liberals, everyone agrees net neutrality is a good thing. We need to treat the internet the way we treat the phones, the way we treat electricity, the way we treat roads.
And of course, the Jeep Pie is just lying to the people trying to convince them that it's actually a bad thing when we already know it's the other way around.
And it's also the fact that Ajit Pai is has no fucking clue what he's talking about.
Well, no, he knows what he's talking about. He's just saying the opposite to get what he wants because he was originally a Verizon lawyer, and so he's trying to help Verizon out and all these other companies by taking down this blockade.
Can we have two
Yeah.
bots next time? So I can get a couple
Sure.
more hadronic things?
Sure.
Thanks.
But, of course, for some reason, now if you want someone that doesn't know what they're talking about, Trump actually commented on net neutrality once, and he said that it was a bad thing because the businesses weren't able to do much with it, and businesses were actually at that point when net neutrality was still around said it's not affecting us that much.
Well, no. Well, it's just and of course the day. Of course, what really gets me is people say, "Oh, net neutrality is gonna be good for consumers." I'm like, the danger isn't that because the actual danger. A lot of people don't realize that net neutrality won't make you pay for your services. Net neutrality will make your providers of those services pay to provide you with those services.
Wombot's cool too.
Oh, sorry, I
You're good.
completely forgot.
I'm listening to a bird honk, so it's good.
Oh, is that what you think Claw and I are? We're just birds honking to you?
No, I'm in the burb safe haven, and we have Alex the honking bird facing the banana teal, and he's honking with it. It's a banana with red cheeks and black eyes, and he thinks it's a bird.
You really should get a bird. Just
Nope.
try to do something.
I can just watch bird videos. I've owned enough birds in my life.
Birds
know
can
what-
be rather annoying. Yeah.
Well, Natsu is a bird person.
I owned 3 burbs in my life. I enjoyed those years, but my life currently does not support a burb.
There's someone in my Discord that has a cocktail. Cocktail, and when he's speaking on mic, that cocktail is screaming his head off.
Points while defending the collectors from enemy
Yeah, it's better if you have friends for them, since burbs are highly social animals.
Well, it depends because it depends on that because I know gray parrots tend to actually not like having it's weird. Like gray parrots, there's horror stories about gray parrots, African grays.
achieves victory.
They're sort of solitary birds, and that's they want.
Well, the African grays are they do large social groups, but they bond with a single person. So they don't do in one of the stories I heard about was it was basically it was a male African gray that basically bonded with the wife of a husband and wife pair, and they had 2 kids, and that bird would actively viciously attack anyone except the woman.
Oh, I can't get it. Yes, thank you.
Anyone except
I actually
that.
left him for you.
Thank you.
It would vehemently attack very aggressively, and to the point where she didn't want to leave it because she'd had the bird for 15, 20 years, something like that. To the point where it was kind of a whole we're gonna get a divorce because this bird is that much of a Helian. And the only way they solved the venture was they found someone else who had an African gray that was female, and basically they introduced it and they got him an African gray friend. He still didn't like anyone else but that one African gray he bonded with. He completely he completely ignored the woman from that point on. But some of them they're bond with one person and that's it. Everyone else is an enemy. So of course the thing is, like, we're talking about really smart birds like African greys, which can learn English. Like they've taught African greys to speak English.
Is the bot? Did the bot go somewhere else?
I'm not seeing the bot around.
Yeah, I haven't seen him either. Also, Plaid in chat says,
there he is.
Also, low-key, the net needs to be treated as a manifestation, a collective consciousness, to the extent that monetizing it should be highly frowned upon.
I don't know, but to me, you're gonna have people trying to monetize the internet no matter what. I think it's the question of how are you trying to monetize it. Like, are you trying to monetize it by monopolizing something, or simply by providing a better service?
Well, if they had it where it was government controlled, then there's the possibility that it would be that we would buy it through taxes instead of having a corporation make us pay outrageous prices.
Yeah. Well, it kind of like, the way I see it, I think the best way to handle it would be to handle it like we handle the roads, or handle it like we handle phones. Which is, the roads are basically just run by the government. The government maintains the infrastructure. Mm-hmm. Most electrical and phone systems, however, are maintained by corporations, but they are extremely heavily regulated corporations.
They're required to offer phone service if you ask for it. Like, yeah,
they're required to offer it. Their pricing, like, they're not allowed to generate a profit. They're only allowed to collect stuff that allows that. It's a corporation that is not a profit-driven corporation, because it's running a public service for the public, not for profit. And
I do sort of have a slight problem with telecommunications, mostly because people
did I ruin that for you?
Internet.
It's all right. I would have only gotten one more thing out of it. I got like 3 out of that one, so that wasn't bad.
People constantly refer to the internet speeds by old telecommunications standards, saying bits rather than bytes, and it's actually bytes rather than bits, because bits are smaller.
Yeah, well, 1 bit, 8 bits is 1 byte.
Right, and so why are we still saying megabits when it should be megabytes of speed?
Well, part of that is because it's a storage versus transmission thing, because back in ye old internet days, back with dial-up, it was 64K.
It's a telecommunication holdover. And as an electrical engineer student myself, this irritates me, because it should be bytes, not bits.
Part of it is also the whole thing with, like, that most people don't realize that a bit and a byte are different things, and like the lowercase b versus uppercase b.
Right.
And I think there's also a marketing element, because it's like, well, if you go from the lowercase b to the uppercase b, you have to divide everything by 8, and that makes the number seem smaller.
Yeah, and they know that people don't know the difference, so they just want the bigger number.
Yeah. Well, because the actual internet that I used to use, the internet company that I used to use, everything was advertised in megabytes per second. Like it was, but that I don't know why it was megabytes, not megabits. Which is why when I came up where I'm living now, it was all megabits, and I'm like, what? That's weird.
Yeah, it still just irritates me, because I used to read binary and all this stuff in tech school, and so I know how to read individual bits. I know all the terminology for all that, and so I know that when we were on dial-up, yes, we were still using bits, but now that we're on faster internet, we're using bytes for speed.
Well,
we shouldn't
even when we were on dial-up, we were still using bytes, because it's not hard to get from from bits to bytes. that is not that big of a movement.
Well, yeah, but of course that was a lot slower back then. It was like maybe a few bytes or kilobytes at most.
Capture and hold energy.
Well, so because back like the days of dial-up were like 64 or 32K modems. It's like, okay, that's 64K bits, which is going to be 8K bytes. That's not that's still, you know, as soon as you get above 8, you can use bits and bytes interchangeably.
Yeah.
Part of the thing is just that I think it's a perception thing that most people don't realize that they're not internet proficient enough.
Even people who work for them don't know like
Collector
that there's a
B
difference.
Yeah.
Of course, the reason why
Collector
is
A
because
secured.
they usually hire people
Collector
that don't
C
deal
secured.
with that type of information rarely,
Well,
like electrical engineers and that sort of thing.
Well, keep in mind, I think the bigger thing is also it's more so that the engineers know this, but the marketing people don't.
No, and of course the marketing people don't have to have any electronic knowledge or anything like that. They just need to be able to speak to people.
Except that the issue being that most marketing tends to control the rest of the company.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a sad but true fact about capitalist structures is that marketing and sales drives everything else, even if they are unimportant in the grand scheme of things.
I mean, I remember working as tech support for a company, and they were hiring some people that were not even of my field.
Well, keep in mind that tech support is most tech support places would rather you be able to follow a prompt than actually know what you're talking about.
Right. And I knew what I was talking about as well as following the prompt. So I actually had some customers that straight up told me that they liked me just because I would be able to help them with some of the basic problems that usually some of the other people would not be able to do.
And that goes into the whole, like, it gets into a weird, like, corporate culture thing. That's like whenever I've had to call tech support, I'm like, I've tried turning it off and on again, I've done like, the problem is this. I need you to actually do this. And
they're just gonna keep on with their
have you
bill.
tried turning it off and on again? Have you ensured that there's an internet connection? I'm like, dude, just, like, send me up one level, because you cannot help me.
Yeah.
And the sad but true fact is that what's really ironic is when you look at the actual, like, success rate for that stuff, the actual, like, 95 or something like percent of those calls can be handled by the tier 1 stuff. It's really disturbing. Most people, like, which is disturbing because, like, people are that tech dumb.
Yes, I've actually had some cases that, like, there was someone that actually called just because their monitor fell asleep and wouldn't come back on. And I'm like, okay, hold the power button on your CPU for 10 seconds, and then after 10 seconds, more seconds have passed once it's finally turned off, turn it back on!
Yeah, do a hard reset. And I think part of the problem is it's kind of this place where people want to use a product but not know how the product works.
I've actually had some horror stories that I heard of people calling for computer problems, and the computer's not even plugged in.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's like that's like whenever you hear all those stupid problems, like the IT stuff where it's like, have you tried turning it off and on again? Like, is the computer plugged in? Like that kind of stuff.
Yep.
The reason why those aren't there because they think you're stupid. Those are in those prompts because they actually happen a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But
people are that dumb, and it's scary.
Yeah, I've actually heard of one tech that used to work there. He actually got one of these people that was so tech dumb that because the computer wasn't even turned on, it wasn't even plugged in, and yet they're still calling about internet problems. And the guy's like, all right, you know what? Open up your tower, see all those wires in there, rip everyone out.
I've heard one where it was someone called for tech support, because they were like, my computer doesn't have internet. How do I get internet? And they go through all this stuff, and it turns out they hadn't even contacted an ISP.
Yeah.
Like
that would be the first.
Had internet with a computer.
They just thought the internet was something that all computers had. I'm like, no, that's
it's a service.
It is a service. Like, you need to connect it into the wall. Like, it isn't just it isn't just like people just don't know how shit works.
Yeah.
And it's like you know.
I mean, to be fair, at some point in the future, we might have, you know, because there's certain cities that have like Wi-Fi everywhere. So if a desktop did come with Wi-Fi, then you would actually have access to internet. But it's not.
South Korea, Japan, and Estonia, all three of them, it's like you can go in the middle of buttfuck nowhere and still have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, well,
New
there's
Zealand
a couple
even
cities in the
does
U.S.
that.
that still do that.
New
They offer
Zealand
that.
has government-funded Wi-Fi, where everyone can have Wi-Fi as long as they're in range.
I know San Antonio had it. The problem was it cost like $5 a day.
Well, that's what I
Which-
mean. Is some cities actually have it free, like it's
Yeah.
just a free service that the city provides.
Yeah,
There's a town of I think Fayetteville in
Portland
Arkansas
has
has it.
Portland has it.
To earn
Portland has it.
points while defending the
Or
collector
Portland was
from
doing
enemy
it for a
forces.
while.
But of course, I can understand that. You might need to tax people to keep the internet going.
2.
That might be fine as long as you're providing a public service like
Well, and
that.
that's kind of my thing. It's like okay, you know, that's what to me like stuff that everyone is expected to have. Like you can't find a job without the internet anymore.
Right.
So like literally everything is done through the internet now. Why don't we just like if it's something that everyone has to have? Why don't we just do that?
Collector B.
I mean, it's
Like,
sort of like how San Antonio and Austin both have the
Collector
Metro
A
bus
secured.
system for those people that don't drive.
Collector C.
And
Yeah.
you need transportation to even get a job or even work.
Yeah. Well, of course, the issue I have is that you do have to actually pay for it. You can't get the bus for free. There are actually some metropolitan areas that do free that make it that have it entirely free.
When we visited
Yeah,
Orlando,
well-
it was essentially free while we were staying at the hotel, because the hotel got us free voucher passes. And so basically the hotel's paying for that, like, because the line only runs down that particular road. It was International Drive, which they apparently had renovated
Yeah.
within the past couple of years. So I'm assuming that the businesses kind of pitched in because the government actually renovated like the entire area. They actually made it a place for businesses to go, and then provided the bus service. And they're like, all right, well, we'll actually pay for our.
Well, a lot of locations when they're doing doing urban renewal will do that for the bus system, and it gets. I honestly, I have no problem with it. I am an uber socialist. Like I would love living in a Scandinavian style democracy, where it's like all education at all levels is completely free. You know, like healthcare is completely free. Internet is provided to everyone for free. You know, like I would love living one of those because it's when you have all of the necessities taken care of, you don't have to worry about not having this. Like. You know, there's a reason why Scandinavia has like the highest, you know, the best mental health care, the best, you know, some of the best actual health care, you know, the best quality of life. There's a reason for that. And it's like,
I know
dude,
that the public bus system requires money, at least in the U.S. I'm not sure what it is in San Antonio because I never had to take the system in there. But when I was in Austin, it was like $1 for an entire day, and that was
in San Antonio when I lived there, it was like $3 to $5 for the entire day, and
okay,
it was
that's a bit much.
it was a shitty fucking bus system. Like literally, you could not expect to actually get a bus to take you where like on a regular basis. Like when I lived on the west side, like I would be late to work at least one day a week because the buses were that shitty. Like my connection wouldn't even show up half the time. San Antonio has a shitty bus system. That's also because as a metroplex, it's an incredibly massive sprawl.
Yeah.
Like San Antonio was not planned at all. It just sprawled out, and it's so spread. It is San Antonio is like the least dense metropolitan area in the nation, which the population density is so low that you have to have a car to get anywhere.
But of course, Austin did theirs pretty well from what I could tell. Of course, I was there in 2008, so. But Dallas, from when I've been there a few times, their roads itself are a bit crazy, especially some of the drivers up there.
Dallas roads are
Dallas-
terrible.
the issue I have with Dallas roads is what the fuck's up with the Dallas obsession with toll roads.
Yeah, Dallas
Dallas is fucking obsessed with toll roads.
In fact, in Austin, they're considering putting a toll road on Highway 290, and a lot of people spoke up about this, saying, "Do not do this. We don't want this."
Well, the problem I have with toll roads is that they are.
Hold on.
Oh, let's go ahead.
Lucy.
Lucy's on her way back home.
I know. I saw. I responded.
All right. Well, let's see if.
Well, it's on the way home. Isn't needs a spot right now. So.
Yeah.